Hello. Hey, just making sure. Hello. Oh my God. I was running around. I I was getting a coffee and it was just taking so long to make. Hello? Can you guys hear me? I hope this is working. Howdy doody, guys. Let me see if this is working. I'm gonna turn it up. Just taking so long to make. Oh, okay. It's working. Hello? Can you guys hear me? Is volume too low? I hope this is working. Okay, hold on one second. Give me a second. I got to turn my volume up. Let me see if this is working. I'm gonna turn it up. It's taking so long to make. Oopsie daisy. It's working. Hello? Can you guys It should be too low? It should be up. Edit filters, turn the gain. Okay, add. Hold on one second. Give me a second. I got to turn my volume up. Okay. How's that? Is that better? I turned it up. I deleted my whole Streamlabs setup because I forgot I messed it up. Is there an echo now? Okay. How's that? Maybe I'll turn the I turned it up. Why is there an echo? Hold on, let me fix that. I deleted my whole Streamlabs setup because I forgot Is there still an echo? Is there an echo now? Okay. How's that? Maybe I'll turn the I turned it up. Why is there an echo? Oh, it could be my fucking. Okay, it's because I was watching my own stream. Is there not an echo anymore? Now let's try it. Is there no echo? I think it's because I was watching my own stream. Is that better? Coffee's really good. Okay. Well, thank God. Uh-oh. Wait, is it not better? Good to go? Okay. I hope this is better. Whew, we're good. Boomer. I avoided the boomer. Yeah. So what's up, guys? We're doing we're gonna do some. Well, here's the deal. Avatar comes out this weekend. I'm in my spaceship. It's gonna take me another 6 light years to get to the movie theater, but yeah, I'm gonna go see it. Anyone else who's seeing Avatar opening weekend? Actually, I should do a poll. Maybe I'll do a poll. How do I do polls? Start a poll. We're doing it. And I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to influence the poll. Avatar 2. Okay, I'm asking you guys. I sent it. Now, I just watched the first Avatar last night. 2 nights ago. What's up, everybody? By the way, hi everyone. Thanks for joining. Grant, I see you. That's the whole. Oops, my mouth broke. The whole Avatar thing. It's all about seeing people and looking into their soul, right? So I see you guys. I see you, Doggo. I see you, Virosoft. I don't know how to pronounce some of your guys' names, but what's up, Phantom? What's up, Mighty Wolf? I see you, Solid Redfield. Carl, Griffin, Raptor. What's up, Andrew? What's up, everybody? Yeah, I broke my jaw. See? It's a problem. But I can fix it. Wait, how do I fix it again? There they are. See? All I got to do is turn into an alien, and then that's I might do an alien avatar instead. But as you can see below, I have my we're gonna get this out of the way because the whole stream here is about science fiction movies, right? Alien is my favorite sci-fi movie. That's just that's how it is. And that's how it always will be. We got a poll. The poll's not looking too good. 80%. They're not seeing it opening weekend. I'm wondering how many of you saw the first one opening weekend. Interesting. Well, it's trending. It's right now, according to the experts, that apparently it's trending at like something around what I read, $500 million opening weekend. That's what I read. I could be wrong about that. Does anyone want to confirm that? But I think that's what they're predicting for it to make. Yeah. Do I prefer Alien or Aliens? Yeah, we might have to get. I think I'm going to do one of these tier lists, and I think when we're doing the tier list, I'll get into that discussion. Yeah. So Grant says, "How do I pull some of these up? Oh, I have to go into here. I think to pull it up. See, right now. I'm in Streamlabs, and I don't know how to highlight these comments. But Grant says, as long as it doesn't make 1.5 million, then 1.5 billion, it'll be fine. Because I made a bet with Grant that if it makes 1.5 billion, he owes me $100, and if it doesn't make 1.5 billion, I have to. What do I have to do? Oh, I have to rap. I have to make a rap song. That was the bet. So, I hope it makes 1.5 billion. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if it will. I have a hunch, but that's all I can really go by. We are going to. I'm gonna quickly pull up a hold on a second. I have to change my headset, but I'm gonna pull up a funny video quick. It's like just a minute, for you guys to watch while I'm changing my headset. Let's see here. Dun, 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 dun. Where does Terminator 2 rank? Yeah, that's high. Very high. Fifth Element is on my list. I don't have a list. I don't have a list of sci-fi movies yet. That's why I'm making one. Like Fifth Element, if I had a top 50, it might be on there. I'm not a huge Fifth Element fan. We'll probably talk about that. Oh, why do people keep saying that I got fired from the quartering? Okay. Yeah, I'm no longer working for the quartering. Essentially, there was a little bit too much crossover in terms of me trying to do some of this stuff and then trying to like triple down and do a ton of work for him. He brought in 2 editors, okay? This past year. This has been a long kind of process. But no, I was not. No. I'm going to try to do some stuff like this, essentially. And then kind of, I think for the next year or 2023, doing, I don't know, I'm going to be a little bit creative, I think, on YouTube. But no, we parted amicably. He said that on stream. I guess people didn't watch his video, but then are making, I don't know. I'm not sure. Planet of the Apes original. It's good. It's a fun movie. It's not my favorite either. But yeah, we'll get into that. Wait, let me pull up this thing. Hold on a second. Mainstream. Here's my video. All right. Well, I changed my headset. Well, first of all, yeah, something's wrong with my head. I can only hear out of one ear. Okay. I'll turn this up. We'll play this for you guys. I'll be right back. So this is something I made for Ethan Klein recently. Because that little bastard threatened to Execute Jesus! How dare he! If you can hear this.
You know what I'm planning this Christmas?
No.
A mock execution of Jesus Christ.
No.
If ye from your hearts forgive not every one his brother that trespasses.
If Jesus was here on a cross, I'd swear him.
No. He's not gonna. That'd be funny if he got banned.
No, I'm not gonna get in
That's
trouble for
an
that.
insane thing. No shot.
Give me the hammer and the spikes. I'm putting it up there. Someone should bomb that building. And bombing Vatican City.
Spokon. Billahi pinamon.
It's lack of a lack.
Yeah.
And I do it again.
We'll do it live.
Give me the spear. I'll do it again.
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
We'll do it live.
Uh-oh.
I'll do it again.
it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
I liked it the first time and I'll do it again, Nick.
Do it live.
Fucking thing sucks.
Okay, here's the problem. My mic is so sensitive. If I brush the top of it, it's it mutes. Oh, I think if I blow on it, it'll mute. I have to be very careful. Is that better? Hold on. Hold on. Okay, hold on. I just asked chat if it's better. Oh, now I sound like I'm in a tin can. What is going on? Okay, let me get this shit out of the way. I'm using a HyperX. And it sucks ass. Is that better? XLR. Let me know, guys, if I'm roboting. I mean, that would be a good thing for the sci-fi stream. Is it still bad? Hold on. Let me fix it. Why do I robot? It happened with my Blue Yeti too. Uh-oh. Okay, 1 second. BRB, watch another video. Hold on. Watch something. Watch another video. Let's watch another video. Here we go.
I mean, my gosh. What can I say except, Debbie, you're going to Paris, and this is the final answer heard all around the world. He's won $1 million. I know.
I'm gonna come
hell is going on?
Okay. All right, I hope that's better. This is the worst stream, maybe in the history of the world. Possibly. Oh. XLR setup is worth the money if you want to take this seriously. Audio is important. I know I didn't have problems like this until very recently. I don't know what's going on. He started. Here's a start for a bit. Thank you, Grant. There's no way it's worse. There's no way. Maybe I turned the gain up too high. How's that? Is that better? Is that better? Even the $70 XLR setup is better than most mics. Yeah, I know. I got to get it. My Lofty's. Yeah, thanks, Grant. I appreciate it. Ooh, I got a special little thingy. What's it called? I have a special audio for my super chats. All right. Okay. Well, I don't need a coffee anymore because I'm sweating profusely. I turned it down. Yep. I think the gain might have been at 17, and I turned it down. I have a little thingy. Yeah, I have a thingy. All right. So we're gonna get. This is really so. I suck at streaming. Now, has anyone ever done a tier list before? Have you guys ever done a tier list? Doing good. The problem is just my voice. Just cut out my vocal cords. How's it going? Everything good now? Anna bought an expensive mic, but she still distort and saturate the audio. My problem is I don't know how to test this off stream, so I gotta watch some YouTube tutorials or something. Taking a sip of coffee. Okay. Yeah. So a tier list, you just kind of drag this shit up and down. Thank you, Kenzo. Appreciate it. Coffees for women. What? What? That's something. Did you go to Andrew Tate's school to learn that or something? Yeah. I think Anna's audio sounds pretty good. Oh man, you guys are excited for my bad take ranking. I don't think it's gonna be that bad. I mean, everybody. If we're being honest, everybody here is gonna disagree with something of everybody else, right? Like, I feel like most of us, for example, let me do let me just throw Jurassic Park up here for a second. Whoa. Hold on. Oh. All right. So I'm putting this at up here at S, and I don't know why my computer's slow. It could be because I'm streaming, but now some people might agree with me, right? This is just the first example. What I'm trying to say is people have different tastes. For some people, this might be a bad take, but other people, you might kind of agree with it, right? And then, so now apparently we all have bad takes if you agree with me on this one. I am putting this at S tier, though. This is my favorite. Well, technically, Alien. I'm going to find Alien quick. This is how we're going to start off this stream. Okay, guys? Boom. Boom. Yeah. So that's that. These are my favorite science fiction movies. Now, I guess I could do this. No, I'm not gonna do that. Actually, Jurassic Park might be my favorite. I have an alien on my chest, but so you know what I'm saying? Science fiction and horror and like movies in general. Everybody has different tastes. You know, some of you guys are gonna think that I have bad tastes, but you know what? Maybe you're the one with bad tastes. How about that? Um, okay. Wow, have you look at this shit? I don't think I've seen all of these. Wow. This is kind of intense. A little intimidating. Jurassic Park over Alien? Honestly, the reason I have it at number 1 is because it's infinitely rewatchable. I mean, so is Alien, but to me Jurassic Park has that like 90s Spielberg like wholesome vibe to it that's just so it's the epitome of a movie. It is a blockbuster movie, and it's probably the best one, in my opinion. Alien is a much more sophisticated genre movie, I think, in terms of like its groundbreaking innovation at the time, 1979, I think. But yeah, about to buy a first Ghost Rider appearance. Oh, wow, that's intense. Where do you get these? Um, I guess maybe eBay or something. That's awesome. I don't have any first appearances of anything. Well, actually, that's not true. Modern day, maybe like 5 years ago, I stopped getting modern comics, but I was getting stuff like let me think, like Old Man Logan and things like that. Um, and then when they started bringing like X-23 into like Wolverine and shit, I think a little bit before that even I tuned out. Yeah. Um, yeah, Jurassic Park does hit different. Doggo, I agree. Tons of good deals in December. Oh, I bet. I bet. That's awesome. Yeah, I collect things, but I mostly collect Pokemon cards. I have a big comic collection. Like I have a lot of Alan Moore single issues. I have a lot of old Doctor Strange, the early Doctor Strange run. I have what else do I have? But I mean, none of them are collector's items, I don't think. But yeah, that's epic. But yeah, I have a lot of first edition Pokemon cards. I have the entire Team Rocket line back in like 97 first edition. I have like 17 or 18 that I have graded, just kind of sitting waiting for the market to go back up again. Um, yeah, I have a first edition PSA 9 holographic Dark Dragonite, and that one is probably my most expensive card. I think it's worth around maybe $700, something like that. It was upwards of 1,500 last year, but that market spike, man. I don't know how comics did comics. This is a little bit of a rant from the sci-fi stuff, but did the comic market go up, like spike and then collapse like every other, like the Pokemon market during the what's it called, the stupid pandemic? Everybody was staying home, right? They're like, well, we have these checks coming in from the government, and I mean, everybody who is a collector was just buying shit. I feel like all these markets probably spiked. I know the sports cards did. Hmm. Oh yeah, I actually made some pretty good money. Now it's overall I lost money during that whole fiasco because well, not necessarily, because I still have the cards. Essentially I got a bunch of cards graded, and now they're like not worth as much as they were when I got them graded. But I'm not selling them. I'm going to hold on to them for 20 years. I mean, it is incrementally going to go, like all of these old cards. they're going up. But yeah, I think a lot of people lost money during the pandemic and the lockdowns, but also I know a lot of people who ended up saving a shit ton of money because they didn't go anywhere. They didn't go out. They didn't go out to drink with their friends. They didn't go out to eat. They didn't go on vacations. You know what I mean? Unless you lost your job, I feel like it was kind of a big money saving year. I don't know. I guess we could get into some of these here. First of all, I guess just wanted to clarify. Alien is technically also a horror movie, and so is Jurassic Park. But there's a lot of science fiction horror films that exist. So, if I am going to do a horror tier list at some point, so these are going to cross over, some of them. But that's just how the genre is. It's just kind of how it works. Money was great. That's when I found you. Oh, thanks, Jenna. What time frame is the golden age considered? I'm not sure what that means. The golden silver age. Okay, yeah. That's like comics. That's Flash knows all about that stuff. Yeah. Oh, you just left work to write to make it easier for you. Just work left to right to make it easier. I could do that. Now, another problem. Watch this. Okay. Oops, sorry. Trying to. I can't see some of these. Can you see? Can you guys see all of these little things? I'm trying to zoom in. I mean, I know what most of these are. But like, now I know what this is, but do you guys know what this is? The only reason I know is because I remember the poster. But like, it's hard to see. So I might have to ask you guys for some help occasionally. Any sci-fi anime on here? Yeah, I've seen Akira. Here's Akira. All right, we're gonna start up here though. Holy hell, I don't know what this is. Eleanor Dreams. Yikes. If you guys know what this is, please feel free. I know the chat's in the way. Move this over slightly. If you guys know what this is, this first one, please let me know. I'm going to start this way though. Here comes Her. You guys ready for this? I think Her is dropping right into the A tier, right off the bat. High quality science fiction. High quality movie. The fact that it's science fiction is kind of like, it's almost like it doesn't matter. But I really, really love this movie. I think it's Spike Jonze, right? So Spike Jonze directed, I believe he did Being John Malkovich. I get him mixed up with that other guy, Charlie Kaufman. You guys know what I'm talking about? So Spike Jonze and Charlie Kaufman. Let's figure this out here. Spike Jonze directed. Whoops. Here's Spike Jonze. Whoops. All right. Yeah. So I was right. Being John Malkovich, Where the Wild Things Are adaptation. Yeah, I like his movies a lot. Adaptation is really, really good. Really good. It's a Nicolas Cage movie. Being John Malkovich is really good. I just think he's great. The other guy get him mixed up though with is Charlie Kaufman. There he is. Charlie Kaufman. So I think they just make similar movies. They work together. I think Charlie Kaufman might have wrote some of these. But Charlie Kaufman is famous for this movie here, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Which I guess might even be sci-fi. Yeah, it's a science fiction movie. That's interesting. Yeah, I like Her. I mean, Her is the kind of movie, like, if you're into kind of contemplative, meditative movies about, like, the existence of the mind and where our consciousness, all that kind of stuff, romantic chemistry, and it's a very romantic, meditative, poetic movie. And if you're not into that kind of stuff, you're not going to like it. But I like those movies. What is this? Chappie? Haven't seen it. Have not seen Chappie. Yeah, let's see here. Blade Runner 2049 explored her theme in a better way. Ooh. Ah, that's an interesting discussion. I see what you mean. Well, my chat is white on white. Well, that's a problem. Let's do this. Let's do this. All right. So, well, this might be a problem. I don't know how to fix that. Oh, I can go into chat box and I can make it background color and I can make it boxed. There we go. Boom. Oh, wait. Hold on. What did I do? Did I get rid of the whole chat? Uh-oh. What do you guys think of Chappie? D tier? That's what I was thinking. That's what I was kind of thinking. But I haven't seen it. It's the same guy who did District 9, which I think it's the same guy, right? Neil Blomkamp? Neil Blomkamp. Yeah, my chat's being retarded. Guys, I might not show chat on stream at the moment. I might just have to kind of figure that out later. Jurassic Park 3. Oh man. I'm gonna drop it in D tier. It's not the worst. It's not the worst movie of all time. I feel like here's I'll just talk about this quick. All right. Chat did nothing wrong. I don't movies that are like F tier to me are like something I can't even physically stand to watch all the way through. And there's a couple of them here. But that is not the case with Jurassic Park 3. Jurassic Park 3 is like a really bad like TV movie that I'll watch I'll watch some of it. I'll watch like the Spinosaurus scene. That's kind of how I feel about it. I mean, C maybe. No, I think for me it's D tier. Pi. I'm gonna embarrass myself, but I've never seen Pi. This is am I wrong or is this early Christopher Nolan? Am I mixing this up with Memento? I'm pretty sure. Oh no, this is Darren Aronofsky. I'm sorry, Aronofsky is Pi. So Aronofsky, right? Black Swan. I haven't seen it, so I'm gonna put it there, guys. Scanners is something I highly recommend everybody watch. I'm gonna put it up at A. Ugh. David Cronenberg is probably the best horror director. Well, I'm not going to say that. He's one of the best horror directors of all time. He's done a couple science fiction movies. Scanners is like a sci-fi horror. I think this is my favorite genre. Sci-fi horror. I don't know. There's something about it that's just so. It's like something about, something setting, some kind of science-based horror is like more realistic. It's creepy. It's it's like some of this stuff might happen in the future. Like not Jurassic Park we might clone dinosaurs. It's a possibility. Okay. Is this the Ghost in the Shell movie with Scarlett Johansson? Like I said, some of these posters, I didn't make this, but some of these posters are hard to figure out what's happening. I hated that movie if that's the case. Hated it. There were some attractive visual scenes, and she's very attractive, and she wasn't horrible, but wasn't great. I'm going to put it at D. Body horror, yeah. David Cronenberg specializes in body horror. That's right. What the hell is this? Don't know what this is. I'll keep an eye on chat if you guys figure out what these two movies are. War of the Worlds is a very entertaining movie. It has a dumb ending, but God, the first 30 minutes of this movie is so wild. And Tom Cruise, like anytime, I love Tom Cruise. I love Tom Cruise. Everything he's in it in just is elevated. I mean, I'm a big fan of Orson of the H.G. Wells. Like the book is amazing, and the original like audio theater thing from was it like the 1950s where Orson Welles did this on the radio waves and people thought it was real. Yeah, I think it's a good popcorn movie. That's a good way of putting it. War of the Worlds is A tier. I just don't like the ending. I don't know. There's some changes they made from the books to kind of make it a little bit more like modern and like blockbuster kind of emotional and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to get into. There's so many things to do here. I'm not going to really dive deep into like analysis and stuff. But I will have movie streams where we kind of just talk about movies. Predator. Wow. God. See, I don't like just shoving everything in S or F tier. I think you got to be very picky with that because otherwise your tastes kind of just blend together and like you can't really like separate your. I just don't like spamming 10 out of 10 for everything. You know what I mean? It's got to be very specific. Like, I think I'm going to go A. Fuck, man, that's really hard to. I'll throw it up into S. There's like absolutely nothing wrong with that movie. But you know what I mean? Like, I feel like perfect films, like 10 out of 10, it's got to be kind of a rare thing. You can't just be giving out 10 out of 10s to everything that's like, not woke or like just like a classic movie. That's why I have Scanners at A. I've never seen Fantastic Planet. Pretty sure it's 1950s science fiction movie. I saw it. I saw part of it in school, but I went to film school. Yeah, Predator is really fucking good. I just don't think it's quite as good as. I am gonna drop it to A actually, because if I had to like have a desert island movie, these two would be definitely on my list. I don't think I would bring Predator on my. Besides the fact that I would have nightmares because I'm on a desert island. But no, I think I'm just separating them because these two are just like maybe like 11 out of 10 for me. What do we got? Sunshine. Oh my God. I wish I kind of want to talk about this movie more. It's so interesting. I'm putting it at B. I know it might be controversial. A lot of people don't like the third act of this movie. Hey, what's up, Bramable? I suck at names. Sorry, guys. Had a good time talking with you last night. Yeah, I was on Shag's stream last night with a couple of these guys, and I made some friends. It was fun. So, what do you guys think of Sunshine? So we have Chris Evans, Cillian Murphy, Hiroyuki Tanaka. Oh wait, am I pronouncing that wrong? The guy from The Last Samurai and Bullet Train, the Japanese guy. Yeah, dude, it's such a good movie, man. And it's also Danny Boyle. It's the guy who he directed 28 Days Later, which is on this list. People don't like the third act for some reason. I understand it because it kind of turns into like a monster movie. But like, why is that bad? I think it's a really cool monster movie. Penn Backer is a horrifying person. He is essentially immune to like death from sun exposure. It's like a really clever concept. It's just it becomes a little bit too cliche. I don't think that makes it a bad movie. And the death scenes in this movie are amazing. Like some of the death scenes are super insane. Like the guy that dies from the Japanese guy, it's so beautiful. It's like imagine I would choose that death if I had to go out, you know? I think it's underrated. I think the music is amazing. John Murphy, the Sunshine sound music is incredible. I'm gonna take a quick detour. Actually, I made a Sunshine. Hold on, I made a Sunshine. Let me find this quick. You ever guys hear of the video game Dreams? It's a game where you can. It's basically a video game engine. Whoops. It's a video game engine that like kind of like Unity, but it's very easy. You can use the PS5 controller and you can make anything, including sound. But here's what I did. All right. So this scene you'll recognize from Sunshine. And the music you'll recognize from John Murphy for the theme of the movie. But all of this I created in Dreams, including the animations. This is a giant ball of fire, but it took me like 6 hours to make because it's not just a ball of fire. It's like a lot of different components. And like, this is the kind of stuff you can do. Hold on, just watch. All of this is I made in Dreams. And I'm going to transition. I'm going to transition to the real photograph in a second. Dun, 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 dun. It's so beautiful. Skip ahead a little bit. Here it comes. So my brother made that song in Dreams. It's really simple. It's easy to make music in Dreams. Like look at this is the original photograph from the show, from the movie. And then I just made, this. It's not exactly the same, but it's pretty close. I just think it looks cool. And it was like the first thing I ever did. But Dreams is super addicting, guys. If you have a PS5, you should definitely get it. You can make anything. People have made Sonic Frontier. People have made better Sonic games in Dreams than Sonic Frontiers. I'm not even lying. Like, it's not even a joke. Yeah, actually, I will bring up Dreams later and show you another thing. We'll get back to this for now. But somebody made a Jurassic Park game in Dreams, and it's unbelievable. Yeah. All right, what's this? Arrival. Oh, thank you, Robert. I appreciate it. I gotta read chat. Lofty's gonna transition? What? Yeah, PS5 Dreams version. I have it on my PS5. I just don't think it's. I guess they haven't updated it yet. I haven't played it in a little while. Yep, Dreams is really cool. You can make your own video games. You can do scripting. You can do 3D modeling. Yep. Here's just quickly. Here's another one I did. This is a sculpture of Pikachu that I did in Dreams. I have zero training, okay, in sculpting or anything whatsoever. But I guess I can be a little bit creative with like tools, like figuring out how to use tools. Anyway, this is I made this. I just did a speed. I did a speed thing montage. Okay. And like I said, this. I'm using the PlayStation Move controllers, which are motion controls. It's pretty insane. Talk about science fiction. Like, This technology is insane. And you can take these sculptures, right, and upload them to the Dreams marketplace. Now watch what I'm doing here. It might not make any sense at all, but you'll see in a second. I'm just making a sculpture based off an amiibo that I got, like a Nintendo amiibo figure. And I have like an idea for lightning. Here we go. And then it comes together in a second when I turn. Yeah, watch. There we go. Isn't that cool? Oh no, I think this is a really cool game, man. Or software. And like I said, I have no experience in modeling. I just, spent 4 hours on this. But I just think it's fun. I did Toon Link also. Here's Toon Link. I sculpted all of this. Yep. It's crazy, man. And I didn't do anything with scripting or any video game stuff. I just made sculptures. It's pretty crazy, man. Okay, we'll get back to this here. Oh man, Arrival. I love Arrival. I don't know if it's A tier though, man. Yeah, it's probably, and I'm gonna probably throw it in A. I think it's a beautiful movie. It's Denis Villeneuve, so he did the same director who did Dune. He did Sicario, like that whole trilogy. Prisoners, Arrival. Now he's doing Dune Chapter 1 and 2. Hey, Hellish Hands, thanks for the sub, and oh yeah, yep, thank you, man, I appreciate it. If you haven't seen Arrival, it's about an alien invasion, but it's completely different than any other movie that's like about alien invasions. It's very good. Here's Blade Runner 2049. Oh boy. I'm gonna be honest with myself because I know this is an extremely polarizing movie. Oh man. Fuck. Damn it. I'm gonna put it at C. I've seen it enough times where the replay value or so many things bother me about the story, but visually it's absolutely stunning. Oh, this is also Denis Villeneuve, same director as Dune. I mean, this guy's probably the best director, one of the top 5 we currently working in Hollywood. And Roger Deakins did the cinematography for this movie. I think. I'm just not a fan of the plot. The whole back and forth thing with Ryan Gosling, yeah, I think should have essentially been reversed. I think he should have started out. Man, it's hard to say, but I think he should have started out thinking he was real. I can't remember actually. I had a theory about how to make the movie work better, but I can't remember what it is. There was just a kind of a deflating aspect to like the character. Just doesn't connect. I can't connect to the character really. I mean, a little bit, but he's so emotionless that it's hard. It's really hard to connect. The first one is so much better with the story, but what we got here? Solaris. This is a brilliant movie. Wait, this is So this is a Russian science fiction movie, and it was adapted. George Clooney did a version of it, but this is a much better movie. It's also a very like meditative movie. It's Russian. It has a lot. It's Andrei Tarkovsky, so he doesn't. you know, he's not a very like Hollywood tropey director. He's very poetic, but it's such a beautiful movie. Um, Solaris, yeah, I haven't seen the George Clooney one. Excuse me. Cargo is it's like meh. It's meh. I want to put it. I'm gonna keep Blade Runner at the top of C. It's not quite B, but Cargo is not nearly as good as Blade Runner. It's just kind of it's an interesting movie. It's not really spectacular in any way. Clockwork Orange, holy shit. This is a masterpiece. This is a masterpiece. A Clockwork Orange. What can I don't even have to talk about it. I feel like everybody knows that this movie's brilliant. I still haven't read the book, sadly. I did read the first 20 pages and like I stopped for some reason. I don't know what this is. This looks like Yoshitaka Amano's artwork, Final Fantasy. I'm gonna zoom in quick. Hold on. Yeah, it's not getting much better. I'm not sure. What the hell am I looking at? What is this? Yeah, a lot of these, I'm sure I haven't seen. No, actually, I have seen almost all these, but I watch a fuck ton of movies, so I don't know. I'm weird, autistic. This is Mortal Engines, first F tier, movie. Absolutely horrible in I can't even think of one positive thing about it. It's a terrible movie. It's so bad. And they marketed it as like a Peter Jackson movie, and he just produced it, and it's terrible. I mean, I don't think he directed it. I think he produced it. Yeah. House 5? Slaughterhouse 5? What? I don't think. Well, that's Kurt Vonnegut, Slaughterhouse 5. Yeah, Mortal Engine sucks. You're right. Hellish. Star Trek. Oh god. This is going to be embarrassing on my part, but I'm gonna. Now, when I say embarrassing, because I'm not a Star Trek fan. I haven't even seen almost any of the original Star Trek stuff. Yeah, I don't think I've watched more than like 3 episodes of like the original series. That's something I need to do. I need to binge all of that shit. My friend's trying to get me to watch it. I don't know. Is this the first one? I don't even what the fuck. Which version is this, guys? The first Star Trek was mindlessly entertaining. Beyond is a D. But which version is this? Can you help me out on that one? Yeah. Yeah, like I said, guys, you're gonna hate my takes on the Star Trek because I don't have any takes on Star Trek. I've only seen the first 2 of the remakes, and that's about it. But I want to put it at C. I think that's the first one. Elysium. God, this movie has some really massive plot holes, and I didn't like it at all. I don't think it's fair for me to throw it into D because I haven't seen it in like 10 years. But I remember how dumb the ending was when he just like easily made it up to that ring like through the security, and it was like it just seemed like a massive plot hole, like the whole ending to this movie. But it's been a while since I've seen it. I kind of want to put it at D, but I'm not going to do that. All right, what the fuck is this, guys? What is this thing? What is this? God. I don't even know, man. Here's Godzilla. Oh boy. I hope Flash isn't here anymore. I hate this movie. I'm going to put it into D tier. It's not a terrible movie, but it's not a good Godzilla movie. It's not a good movie either. It has I keep You know, people keep like, whoa, why? Well, if you don't know the answer to that, then maybe I don't know. I'm not going to ever watch this movie again because it has 11 minutes of the main character in the entire movie, right? That's it. 11 minutes of Godzilla. The rest of the movie is complete and utter, forgettable, boring, Hollywood reboot, garbage screenplay storytelling. It's like, at least the other movies have more Godzilla in them. Yeah. No, the reason I'm putting it in D tier is because I think it's offensive. I think it's offensive. People wanted to fucking see Godzilla, and they got 11 fucking minutes of Godzilla. The movie is just an average Hollywood science fiction movie. It's a very boring, basic it was a conveyor belt science fiction screenplay that happened to have Godzilla in it. So that's why I'm knocking it down to like a D tier. Otherwise, it's a very average movie that has no really, benefit to anyone. Don't like it. Can't stand it. I'm never watching it again. Life. Fuck. I don't think I've seen this one. I know what it is. I'm just trying to remember if I've seen it. Oh no, I did see it and I hated it. Some of these movies blend together for me. There's another movie that's very similar to this. Fuck. Uh, I know I didn't like this movie. I know I didn't like it, and I can't remember why. I can't read the names either. I'm just gonna throw it there for now. Yeah, still more monster than Cloverfield. Well, we'll get to that. Cloverfield is not trying to be Godzilla in the way that you're describing it. Metropolis is a masterpiece. God, is it S tier? I'm going to throw it into A tier because I'm sick and tired of watching it. I've seen it like so many times. It's really hard for me to rewatch this movie. But it's the original sci-fi masterpiece blockbuster of 1928. It's really good. It's really ahead of its time, and it's pretty brilliant in terms of like the social allegory, the hierarchy of society, and things like that. It's really a fucking good movie. Blaine, are you streaming tonight? Somebody's trying to ask you. Fuck. What do we got? This is gonna take a while. I'm gonna start going a little bit quicker. RoboCop. Wait. I haven't seen the new RoboCop. Fuck it. Mr. Nobody. I haven't seen it. What the hell is this? See, once again, I don't know what this is. Blade Runner is definitely way up at the top. It's a masterpiece in every way. Who was I disagreeing about this with on stream one time? I think it might have been Flash. And there's issues that he and other people have with it that I don't have the same problem. I think they're, I don't know. I can't remember what his issue was. Serenity, haven't seen it. This one here is actually called Annihilation. And I'm going to put it at C tier. It's, if you don't know, it's the guy who did Ex Machina. And then he also directed a movie called Men that came out this year. That's like it's a little bit of a pretentious take on masculinity and femininity in a very gross body horror David Cronenberg kind of way. And so, but he doesn't. I love Ex Machina, but this one kind of lost me. This one lost me. It has one of the best sci-fi scenes I've ever seen, which is the grizzly bear that's like dead. It's like a dead grizzly bear that's half skeleton, but it's like trying to kill the main character. It's terrifying. Amazing CGI. But yeah, that's about it. And the women, the acting in this movie is horrible. The cast, oh my god, it's so bad, guys. it's an all-female cast, and it's the one girl is terrible, and the writing sucks. But Dawn of the Planet of the Apes is not a guilty pleasure. I love this movie with a passion. I'm gonna throw it up here. The reason I love the Planet of the Apes franchise is I just think it's such a cool concept. But the reason why I like the new ones, there's a bunch of reasons. But I think the CGI motion capture is the best I've ever seen of it in anything. If you're being honest, if you're not, misremembering it, like if you go watch it in 4K right now, it's fucking phenomenal. Like what they did with Andy Serkis and Caesar and the other guy who played Doctor Doom in that stupid, what's that Fantastic Four movie came out recently? Well, that actor played Koba in Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and he is so good in that. And so we have in this Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, we have a very Shakespearean dynamic with the whole ape tribe. And there's betrayal, there's confusion, there's all kinds of dramatic stuff happening. And they don't focus the whole movie on the humans. They do a lot, but this movie does what Hollywood should do more often, which is spend a lot of time with the apes and a lot of time developing their culture, and I think it does a really good job. It could do a better job. Some of the human stuff, I mean, the human stuff's essential to the plot, but I think what they did with the apes is so good in this movie. It's so entertaining. Matt Reeves is one of my favorite current blockbuster directors. I like Matt Reeves a lot, and that's where it's sticking. Sorry, guys. I don't know if you agree with me or not. Oh boy, haven't seen Divergent. I'm gonna throw some in here that I haven't seen quick, just so we can get to. I haven't seen Mockingjay. I haven't seen Jupiter Ascending. Oh no, I have. Terrible movie. Terrible movie. No, don't watch Jupiter Ascending. This is the Wachowski siblings or whatever. Aspirational attempt at making some whatever I don't know what they were trying to do. The movie sucks, doesn't make any sense. Giver, haven't seen it. Haven't seen Rover. Haven't seen whatever the fuck this is. This is embarrassing. RoboCop is S tier. Yeah, RoboCop is not quite for me, but I think I'm gonna throw it up at A. I have some issue. Yeah, I think this movie's really good. I just some of it's a little corny. I mean, you have the 80s. I don't know. Just I think some movies have aged better than others. Like I think Alien and Blade Runner have basically these movies could be made yesterday. RoboCop has a very 80s flavor to it. And I like it, but I don't want to put it in S tier. I'm not going to do it. Lucy is very boring. I'm going to put that in D. I love Snowpiercer. I think it's a really good movie, and I'm going to throw it up at B, to be honest. I think it's a very entertaining movie. I think this movie is so much better than Bullet Train. Yeah, you guys can say whatever you want about that, but Snowpiercer is a much better film than Bullet Train. Bullet Train, God help me. Did not like that movie. I'm also a Bong Joon-ho fan, so I pay extra close attention to his directing style and the choices he makes, and I think he's a really fucking good director. I'm gonna say, oh boy, here we go. Let's go back to this one. Under the Skin. Under the Skin is fucking incredible. I mean, this is a very artsy movie. It's okay. I think it's Jonathan Glazer, the director. Trying to think what else he did. I fucking love everything about this movie. It's very creepy. Jordan Peele was influenced by this for. I mean, if you ever see the scene in Get Out when he's in the sunken place, uh, he basically ripped it right from this movie. Not in a bad way, and like in his own way, he did a good job with it. But this movie has a scene like that that is absolutely terrifying. It's like very disturbing, and I love the ending. Interstellar. No, artsy does not equal good. Artsy can be bad or it can be good. Artsy, I mean, like, I'm sure there's paintings and poetry that you would say like you think are great, and there's others that are bad. It depends on the product, depends on what they're doing with it. There's a lot of artistic movies that I think are terrible. I'm not a big fan of David Lynch. I think a lot of his movies are, some of them are good, but some of them are just mind fuck, like a mind fuck for the sake of being a mind fuck. And I just don't like, his. I'm going to put Interstellar at B, by the way. I think it has a lot of great things, but I think some of it just wasn't what I was expecting, especially the water planet. They stayed on the water planet for like 10 minutes, and when the movie's called Interstellar, I was expecting interstellar travel, like to different planets and things like that, kind of like a more epic movie. And like, what they were doing was the whole time travel thing and the whole, I love the movie. I just I've seen it too many times, and it just doesn't hit me the same as the first time I watched it. It's a great movie. It's a beautiful movie. It's just I wish it. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not gonna get into it. Like, it's just too much to talk about. Akira is a fucking masterpiece. That's going up there. S tier. Oh my god. Hold on a second. I'm gonna take a drink. What's chat saying? The hell is this? Camera hub? What the? I don't want a camera. Okay. Let's see here. Oh my god. Don't know what this is. Putting it here, haven't seen it. The Martian? I'm going to put it around the same category as Interstellar. I think it's a pretty good movie. Interstellar might be an A. I'll throw it up here at the top of B tier. Let me do this quick. Yeah, Akira was incredible. Oh boy. This is Total Recall, right? I'm realizing as I'm doing this that my voice is gonna be fucked if I keep talking forever. I gotta figure out how to stream. I don't know. I don't stream very often. Total Recalls are really. I haven't seen it in forever. Damn it! This is one of the movies I need to rewatch. I'm gonna throw it here for now. The book is goated, but the movie is a little too silly. I haven't read the Martian book. The movie is a little silly. I get it, and the movie has issues with like other characters that are just not interesting. Like I want to focus on him the whole time, and it's just like, the science team. It's a little bit predictable and kind of. But Ridley Scott, it's it's his best film in the past very long time. So, how are we doing so far, chat? I think this is a pretty good tier list, to be honest, guys. If I'm being honest, like I know it's a meme to like, Lofti sucks, but that's what's all it is. It's just a meme. It's just a meme, boys. I think I have some good taste. Look at this. If I gave this S tier list to somebody to watch, I think they would have a great time. They would have a great time. Okay, let's see this. Streaming is easy. Just play JX video and walk away. I actually am about to play a quick video because I have to go get some water. But let me do one more for a second. Well, oh fuck! I forgot to do this. Hold on. I was gonna play music in the background. What do I do again? How do I do this? Oh, let me pull this up quick. No, I'm not gonna get copyright strikes. YouTube copyright is horrible. I hate it. I hate trying to figure out how to get around it. Yeah, this is what I was gonna play. Tell me if that's too loud. But if it's too loud, I'll turn it down. Just turn it down a little bit. Use the back studio backend? Where's Metropolis by Fritz Lang? That's at the top, buddy. Oh no, it's at A tier. I have it right here. It's really good. Yeah, just missed it. Just missed it. I'm not gonna lie and pretend that, you know, just because it's a classic and it's an old movie that I have to like bone it so hard and shove it into S tier. Personally, I think it's not. I would not prioritize it over any of these. You know, I think it's amazing, but see, that's what I mean, guys. People think, you know, oh, well, I get either called a normie or a snob, and it's like I can't be both, right? I'm either a normie or a snob, right? And I don't think I'm either because I already don't have a. I think this list is already like, well, sci-fi is kind of a normie genre, so it's hard to kind of figure that out. But I don't think I think a snob would like shove Metropolis up to you know, S tier. Any Spielberg movie would be ranked at C because he's too popular. I think, you know, films like Annihilation, like a super snobby film elitist would be like, oh, Annihilation is such a beautiful or, you know, subversive take on masculinity, and or not this one, Ex Machina. You know what I mean? I'm not a snob, guys. A Snormy? That sounds like a Pokemon. I'll be a Snormy. Holy shit. Oh yeah, I was gonna do one more of these quick. Oh God in heaven. I gotta rant about some of these. I'm just gonna throw E.T. up at the top quick because it's such a good movie. It's going into A tier. It's hard for me to put things in S tier. Like I said, I'm very, very picky. It's E.T., guys. E.T. is so fucking good. You know what I mean? If you just put on E.T. right now, not now because you're watching me, but if you put on E.T., couldn't you just watch the entire thing? It's so like, it's so fun to watch. And like I said, I'm gonna play another video quick, but I'm just for fun. One last thing, Ghostbusters. Boo! I watched like a third of this movie. I'm still putting it in F tier. I couldn't even finish it. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's so bad, guys. What do you guys? Did anybody think this movie was actually good? I don't think I've ever met one person that thinks it's good. I know Hollywood likes to cope and pretend that they have fans. I don't know, man. I don't think they do. I mean, maybe they have some fans, but it's so bad. I also have only seen the first Ghostbusters. That's another thing. Yeah, there's some embarrassing movie like I've seen a lot of movies, but I haven't seen everything, and you know, I'm not trying to pretend to be like a massive. I'll never lie about something. I'll say that if I haven't seen something, I'm gonna, you know, be honest about it. But I'm also gonna throw. Oh, I just saw this for a second. I was looking for something to play. This is also an F. Pacific Rim Uprising. So bad. It's so bad. They ruined it. They ruined the whole franchise. I have seen THX 138, but I saw it when I was like 15, and I don't remember much from it. Yeah. Leslie Jones is a beautiful woman. Yeah. What about that one? I don't agree. I don't agree with that. I think she's a beautiful something, but I can't say the word. No, it's not what you're thinking. Let's see here. What am I gonna play? Yeah, like I said, I got to get some water. How do people stream for so long? Have you ever guys seen an EFAP stream that goes 10 hours? Holy fuck. How do those guys do it? How do they do it? I guess they pass off like the baton to others. Like I do the same thing on Flashcast where if I'm tired of talking, I'll hand it off to somebody else. But like, yikes. This 10-hour streams aren't. They did one the other day. They broke down this guy's God of War. Video review that he like hated the game or something. They broke it down for like 11 straight hours. I couldn't even believe it. It was so shocking to me. But I'm just gonna pull this up quick. I'm gonna go get some water. But I thought this would be fun. Since we're talking about science fiction, this is just a oops, whoopsie daisy. Can you guys see this? I have a widescreen monitor. It's like I got to figure that out too. But I'm gonna play this quick. Just give me a few minutes. I'm gonna do a little water break. But this is my breakdown of Why the Last Man, or as I call it, Why the Last Cisgender Man.
Meltdown on Twitter over
yeah, I'll be right back, guys.
To the comic book adaptation television show, Why the Last Man. Now, what can I say about Why the Last Man that hasn't already been said about Adolf Hitler? I mean, this show is literally violence. The existence of this show is terrorism. Now, in order to understand the context here, one must empathize with a deep-seated, penetrating revulsion and hostility towards the socially constructed concept of X and Y chromosomes.
I said, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
But before we do that, I think we need to catch everyone up on the themes of this comic book and what will potentially be the themes of the show going forward. Why the Last Man is a post-apocalyptic science fiction comic book series. It was written by Brian K. Vaughan, who is known for writing a variety of successful comic books, most notably the sci-fi space opera Saga, which I actually did enjoy reading for about 30 to 40 issues, and then I just kind of moved on to something else for some reason. He also wrote the superhero comic book Runaways. He was a writer and producer on the television show Lost. But Why the Last Man is the one that is most recommended to me often. I haven't actually read this comic book. I may or may not read it before the show comes out. It might be more fun to just go into the show blind. I think that's what I might do. But Brian received 3 Eisner Awards for this comic. And essentially the plot here is that all living mammals with a Y chromosome suddenly just die. Like, out of the blue, they just drop dead. And again, I haven't read this, so I'm not going to go deep into the lore, and I want to avoid spoilers here. Now, I'm going to show you a tweet by Amber Tamblyn, who is a Hollywood actress. She's a writer, director. She's the star of Y: The Last Man. And she's kind of in full promotion marketing mode on Twitter right now, which is understandable. You're trying to get people hyped about the show. And so she said this on Twitter: "Hold on to your husbands. We're about to bring you into a world unlike anything you've seen before. A world without cisgender men. Welcome to a wild and dangerous new world, run, ruined, rebuilt, and rebirthed by women." And then she posts the trailer with some hashtags. Now, this user, Schizophrenic Cheesecake, he has an interesting question. He asks, what about the people who don't identify as male? What happens to them? What happens to the men who were born male but had lots of surgery? Do they survive? I'm very curious what happened to these people. And his question is framed around the concept of biological sex. Amber used the term cisgender in her tweet, which implies that men who identify as men, men who embrace the binary gendered concept of a man and live their lives to that standard, those are the people that are going to be bleeding out of their mouths and collapsing to the floor and dying in what I'm assuming is the first episode of the show. Now, Schizophrenic Cheesecake has a very good question, in my opinion, because Amber did say cisgendered men. This new world run and rebuilt and rebirthed by women. She doesn't say cisgendered women, so what is exactly happening here? Well, Adam Novice gives a pretty straightforward answer that I think most people would agree with. Nothing. Your genes are still male. Everyone with a Y chromosome dies in the book and in the show. Now, this is where our world-renowned and highly respected expert on the topic, decolonialization is not a metaphor, decides to chime in with her expert opinion.
Yes, the comic is transmisogynistic garbage, and the show will probably be too. I recommend not watching it.
You heard it from her, folks. You heard it from the expert. A show about the death of every man on the planet except one. A show where there are only women in existence on the entire planet. A show with an overwhelming majority of women cast in lead and supporting roles. This show needs to be canceled immediately. This show is transmisogynistic. This show is transmisogynistic garbage. Excuse me while I shatter the world record for consecutive face palms in 10 seconds.
Assuming Tian gets away well. Fred Curley got a good start as well for the United States. Curley in the lead. Lamont Jacobs pushing. DeGrasse trying to close. It's Lamont Jacobs! A shocking upset to win the 100 meters!
Okay, I'm back. You know what? I'm gonna watch the show and just judge the show based on the quality of the show. That's all I ever really do. This is an interesting show that is going to polarize a lot of people. You're going to have one side of the political spectrum complaining about trans women being killed by this virus or whatever it is. You're going to have people screaming about trans misogyny. The word TERF is going to be thrown around a lot. And then on the other side, you're going to have people upset that the show is killing off a bunch of men, all of the men. You're going to have people tuning out because they think this is somehow an attack on the male gender. And I was talking with a friend of mine about this, and this is what they said. They brought this up, and I was like, yeah, you're right. This is going to polarize a lot of people. I don't really give a shit. You know, if this show was called The Last Woman, I would probably watch it. I just think it's an interesting premise. But it really does depend in the end on the quality of the script and the characters and what's happening in the show and how often they're plugging in some kind of political agenda. Nobody can know that at this point, but decolonialization is not a metaphor, is not having it. We as a society are just supposed to ignore
I was shocked when
chromosomes.
I read some of these tweets.
They don't matter. Any kind of scientific theory or science fiction concept that revolves around XY chromosomes, it's transmisogynistic. It's garbage. and we should just never talk about it.
Gee, the lack of humility before nature that's being displayed here staggers me.
Well, thank you, Dr. Malcolm, but I think things are a little bit different than you and I had feared.
Yeah, I know. They're a lot worse.
Amen, Dr. Malcolm. Yeah, it gets a lot worse than this. Here's another one.
Oh, you want to finish the video? Okay.
Really
yeah,
thought
it's almost
they
done.
Did something here. And then she posts this meme. Why the Last Man? An adaptation of an inherently bioessentialist story written by a cis man that invalidates the genders of trans people. Cisgender. Amber really did throw a wrench in this whole thing with the inclusion of cis male in her description.
It's Amber's fault.
And honestly, this is the kind of backlash that you deserve for pandering to these people in the first place. I mean, all you had to do was say men in your initial tweet. Then we have Angela. Angela says, so queer men survive? Now, what in the name of sweet, feathery, light, floating Jesus could she possibly mean by asking this question? Angela.
XY chromosome!
You know what? I can't do this anymore, guys. I'm sorry. I can't.
Well, Lofti died. Lofti shot himself. Uh-oh. The video's better than the stream. I wish I could put that much effort into my stream. Yeah. I wish, honestly, I want to do more stuff like that. Did you guys like that? I wish I might be doing more of that now because I'm trying to change things up in 2023. Yeah, I have a clone. I cloned myself. But isn't that kind of fucking dumb? That whole, I can't even believe people were like debating about that nonsense. Like it was such a political like minefield, and everyone was tiptoeing around. It was so obvious. Like nobody actually believes anything they're saying. They're just trying so hard to be politically correct, and it's so embarrassing. Yeah, I got a water. I also got a whiskey. I got a whiskey. How you guys doing? I think sadly, I think we lost some viewers, but I have been streaming for a little while. So let's go back to this. All right, guys. Wait 1 second. All right. I remember when that happened. I never laughed so hard in my life. Yeah. Yeah. We just keep activating. I'm reading chat right now. I can't pull these up. Streamlab or StreamYard has a feature where you can pull up the chats on the screen. I can do that. I can add this chat box, but I haven't figured out a way to make it not transparent. Yeah. I'll just do it anyway. So here's how I'm gonna throw Jurassic World. Yikes. I gotta be careful with this one. Give me a second. I'm gonna put it in D for a second. I gotta be careful with this one. And there's a reason why. The reason what I'm talking about is this movie, this trilogy is all bad, but there's varying levels of bad. I think the first one is actually the best. Wait a minute. Do I actually think that? Hold on. Let me think. Yikes. Actually, it's hard to say. The problem with this movie is it's just nothing like the original. They tried to bring the nostalgia back with appealing to the park, the theme park concept and all that stuff. But that's not why the original was so good. The original movie is so good because it's a fucking horror movie. It's the best monster movie of all time. If you don't count Jaws, like if you want to say that Jaws is the best monster movie of all time, that's fine. But this is really the best. I mean, the dinosaurs have never been done better in a movie. And they didn't do anything with... There's no horror in this movie. There's a dumb... The scariest part of this movie is the lady that gets dropped into the oh, fuck. What's that thing called? Man, I used to know all my dinosaur terminology. I played Jurassic World Evolution. The Mosasaurus, I think. It's like the scariest thing that happens in the whole movie. And it's actually funny. It's literally funny when that happens. Yeah. So what they did with this franchise, and this is my favorite movie of one of my favorite movies of all time. It's in my top 10. I'm also one of these days going to show you guys my top 100 movies. And I'll go through and we'll talk about... I love talking about movies. I fucking love it. But, and that's something that we don't get to do very often, do we? In this community, I know everybody does streams about movies, and, Friday Night Tights is very entertaining. Geeks and Gamers is very entertaining. But when have you, I think we should do more content like this, talk about really good movies that, older stuff. Maybe do a nostalgia stream or something, but I mean, it is fun to talk about the breaking news stuff. I don't even know where I was going with that. Independence Day Resurgence is a horrible movie. Absolutely terrible movie. It's I have a Letterboxd review that's really funny. Let me pull it up. This is what I wrote about this movie. Let me find it. Did any of you guys like this movie? I couldn't believe what they did to the franchise with this, because it didn't need that the way they treated it was bigger, and we have to do bigger and better and all this stuff, and they didn't need to do that. Here, this is my review. This is my review of the movie. I said, this is garbage disguised as a disaster movie, disguised as a sequel, disguised as a reason to see Jeff Goldblum fight aliens, which he never actually does. That's what the movie is. It's none of these things. I mean, I guess it's technically a sequel, but it's not a good sequel. And it's I guess it's also a disaster movie, but it's just garbage. That's really all it is. Kurt says, weren't you going to do a stream on video editing? Yeah, I'm working on that. I'm actually trying to find the problem with doing streams that are a very specific topic like that is I have to find when people are available, because I want to have other editors on my stream. Yeah. Oh, it looks like you guys didn't like it either. Independence Day. Yeah, I'm gonna do a stream. If you guys are interested in video editing, or if you're interested in YouTube, just maybe YouTube, starting a YouTube channel, or networking, and basically anything related to YouTube, getting in involved, I'm definitely going to be doing a stream about that. And I think it would be very beneficial for a lot of people in the community. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But yeah. That movie sucks. Here's Ex Machina. I really like this movie a lot. I'm going to throw it into B tier. I just like the movie. I know it's a little preachy, but I don't know, man. Oscar Isaac is really, really good in this. Let's see here. Haven't seen... What the fuck is Death Cure? What are these movies, man? Hollywood is... They fucking suck. What is Maze Runner Scorch Trials? What the fuck is happening to Hollywood? Oh, this is Ghostbusters 2? I know I've watched this when I was 10, but this is embarrassing. God. I almost can't even ethically rate this movie because I haven't seen it in 20 years. just gonna keep it there for now. The Abyss is a pretty good movie. I think it's a little bit, well, no, it's not overrated because I think it's kind of a cult classic. But the people who love this movie give James Cameron a little bit too much credit, I think, for that one. The Maze Runner series. Yeah. Oh, Angel's Egg. Oh, fuck, you're right. I haven't seen it. This is called Angel's Egg. I know a lot of people think it's a really good movie. I haven't seen it, though. Yeah. What is GB2? Oh, Ghostbusters 2. Yeah. Back to the Future 2. Here we go. I can't elaborate on all these movies, guys. Man. Oh man. Here we go. Back to the Future is going into B tier. That first one to me. I gotta find the first one. Do I like these movies? Do I prefer one over the other? I'm trying to think. I'm trying to remember. Once again, these movies I haven't seen since I was like a teenager. I mean, they're both really good. I got to find the first one because that's amazing. All right, here we go. War of the Planet of the Apes. It's not nearly as good as the. I think War is like an okay movie. Has very good CGI. But I'll put it into B tier. I think it's a very entertaining blockbuster movie. There's nothing wrong with it. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this movie, and it's actually very entertaining. I just think it was kind of a weird transition from Dawn to this. It was like, I don't know, something. I wish they kind of went in a different direction. I don't remember what this is. Tom Fitzgerald. What the fuck is this guy's name again? Loki. Don't know what that is. This is. Wait, 1 second. Okay, I'm back. What was I saying? Planet of the Apes? Yeah. Oh, I'm just gonna move on. Oh, The Lobster. I love this movie. Yeah, I'm gonna put this in B. This is a really good Colin Farrell movie. It's also the guy who Ben. Yikes, I can't remember his name. He's the new Joker, like the newest Joker in the Batman. Ben something. But he's terrifying character in this one. This is a very weird movie. This is Yorgos Lanthimos, right? I think he's a Greek director, or I could be wrong about his ethnicity, but he did another movie called The Favorite, which is a really good like period piece. I like a lot. Dogtooth. I don't know if any of you guys know like are into like art films, but like, you know, he's great. 1 second. Okay, sorry. Somebody just brought me pizza. I had to mute the mic for a second. Thank you. Yeah, I live with some people. He's Greek. I could be wrong. Yeah, I think he is Greek. Yorgos Lanthimos. 10 Cloverfield Lane. I'm not apologizing for this, guys. I'm really not. I think this is a fantastic thriller. And I don't know about that, actually. I'm going to put it into B tier. I love the pacing of this movie. I love the first, like, as soon as the movie starts, like, it's creepy as fuck. The acting is incredible in this. The ending to me I did not mind the ending. Sometimes this movie, I talk to people and they hated the ending. To me, it was fine. I assumed it was going to play into another Cloverfield movie that like would tie into this. They never did that. But I thought the end, I don't want to spoil it, but like I thought that was shocking and like exciting, and yes, it was cheesy and a little over the top, but like I just like aliens, guys. That might have been a spoiler there, sorry. I like alien stuff. Let's see what else we got. Hardcore Henry is a very gimmicky movie that I can only watch one time. I don't like it. I don't like Hardcore Henry. I don't like it. I have to put it into B tier or D. I mean, it's probably like, I just don't like it. It gives me a headache, and it's too very gimmicky. Not a fan. Oh wait, I thought I already did Total Recall. What is this? What's going on here? This movie is that one movie. I can never remember the name of it, but it has Rihanna. It's not very good. Valerian, that's what it's called. Valerian. It's just, it feels like a 2000s movie that was like made like wait, like yeah, it's just not a good movie. Chat, watch The Void. If you haven't seen it, watch it. Watch it. I'm gonna throw it into B tier, but it's definitely like the best H.P. Lovecraft inspired horror film since like the 1980s. It's fucking great. It feels like an 80s movie. I mean, it feels like it straight up feels like a John Carpenter movie. Yeah. I fucking love this movie. The Void is a really cool movie, you guys. I highly recommend it if you like that kind of stuff. Void was kind of trash? I don't know about that. It was very... it was, for what... I mean, if you don't like that kind of genre... let me think. I don't know why it would be trash. The special effects were incredible in that movie. It was, I think, mostly practical effects. I don't know. Oh, here we go. Here's the stupid fucking Jurassic World. Which one's this? The newest one? Is this the newest one? Well, it's going into... If it's the newest one, Jurassic World Dominion? I can't read the title. Awful movie. Horrendous movie. Why am I getting it? See, once again, I don't like putting things into F tier unless it's like absolutely necessary. Parts of this movie, like the Therizinosaurus at the end, I thought that was fucking awesome. That's my favorite dinosaur, by the way. If you guys, I don't know, maybe I'm like 12 and like I have favorite dinosaurs, but the Therizinosaurus is one of the coolest dinosaurs. It's a giant fucking chicken with humongous claws. And it's so scary, guys. It's so scary. So like I like part of this movie, but the vast majority of it was just absolutely nothing. We didn't ask for any of this. All the human crap in this movie was nothing was interesting. It was just like go to point A to point B to point. We were just like watching people like do things the whole time. There was nothing yet. Like, what the fuck was this movie? Oh my god, I can't. Mute, I turned off after 15 minutes. I hated it. I'm gonna throw it into D tier. I can't give it an F because I haven't seen the whole thing. Mute is that Netflix Neil Blomkamp, I think. Is it Neil Blomkamp? No. Who's the guy who did Moon? I get them mixed up too. The guy who did Moon? Okay, there's Neil Blomkamp who did District 9. And then there's Duncan Jones who did Moon and Source Code. Right? I think. And then Neil Blomkamp was the District 9, I think Chappie. One of them did the Warcraft movie. I can't remember which one, but it was, holy fuck, that's a terrible movie. But anyway, don't watch Mute. It's really bad. I think Duncan Jones is the son or like related to David Bowie. Yeah, he's like the son of David Bowie or something. And Moon was such a good. Where is it? I gotta find it. I love Moon. I love it. I love it. Sam Rockwell is so good in Moon. If that's not on here, I'm gonna explode. That is a great movie. I'll find it later. Yeah, I'm realizing that there's a lot of sci-fi movies. And what was I gonna say? It's a very popular genre. There's a lot of really bad ones. I like it. I'm trying to decide. I think I like the horror genre better. But it's really kind of up in the air for me. I don't know what this is. No clue what this is. Have not seen Metropolis. This version of, I haven't seen that. This is Paprika. Wow. Satoshi Kon. Not the biggest Satoshi Kon fan, but there is one movie of his that I think is incredible. I'm more of like a traditional anime movie fan, like Miyazaki. But I mean, Satoshi Kon is a genius. Upgrade is okay. It's okay. I'm gonna put it into C. I know some people dig this movie. It's got a cult classic following to it. Let's see here. Moon, I like Moon. You guys like Moon? I like Moon. Anime Metropolis is better than the original. I don't know. I haven't seen it. Yeah, they're missing a lot of stuff here, guys. Oh, here's Moon. Here's Moon. I found it. I like this movie a lot. It's not quite as good as E.T. I'm gonna throw it into B tier. Yeah, like I said, I haven't seen this. I haven't seen this. I haven't seen that. A Scanner Darkly. It's been a long time since I've seen it, but it is really good. I think it's really good. Keanu Reeves. It's a B tier for me. Paprika better than Akira? I don't know. I don't know about that. I just watched Avatar again, and that movie has a very basic storyline, and I wanted to like it a lot, and the only thing I can say is that I love the action. Like, the action scenes I think are really good, and I love the world building, but I just hope the second one I don't know. I hope the second one is like a better story. I don't know why I was saying that. I just brought that up. The Fountain, Darren Aronofsky. This movie is bizarre. The music is like S tier if I had to rate just the soundtrack. But I also need to watch it again. I love Aronofsky. I'm going to throw it into B tier. I need to watch it again. It's a very trippy movie about a guy with cancer, I think. Yeah, Fern Gully stretched into 3 hours. Avatar. Yeah. Oh, and if you guys gotta go or whatever, I know I've been streaming for a little while. I was just gonna basically today we were just talking about sci-fi movies because I'm seeing Avatar tomorrow, I think, or Saturday. But yeah, I'm gonna have a weekly stream. I think we'll have different topics. I might have people on regularly if I can. I'm trying to line up some people from Flashcast to come on. Trying to line up some other people that you might not like. I'm trying to get Crypt Daddy to join, talk about video games. Yeah, I'm gonna do some networking. So yeah, stick around. And this is the first of my. I'll do this every week. I think I'm gonna settle on a day, maybe Wednesday. I'll announce that on Twitter, and I'll put a thing up on YouTube about it. But yeah, we'll wrap up soon. I'm just gonna... Holy shit, I don't know if I can fucking finish this. Should I finish it? Okay, let's see here. V for Vendetta. Avatar's... Wait, yeah. Yeah, it's a bland story. V for Vendetta's a little bit overrated. It's a very entertaining movie. Maybe it's... I kind of want to put it in C tier. I think it's got some flaws. It's a very prophetic movie. God, I'll put it there for now. Very entertaining. Children of Men is great. Is Children of Men an A tier movie? I think it might be. Alfonso Cuarón hasn't done a lot of films, but I think he's up there. I think there's 4 directors, right? I'm just gonna go through a bit of a side rant here. There's like, obviously Tarantino, Scorsese, you know, some of the best. Aronofsky, Christopher Nolan. But I think there's 4 underrated directors that are like in the same category that don't quite, the name doesn't quite ring the same as like a Scorsese. Like, it's not his household name. Like modern directors, I think Alfonso Cuarón is one of them. Children of Men. He also directed Gravity, which I think is amazing. I love Gravity. And then he did a couple of Mexican films in his early career. The other one is Denis Villeneuve. I think he's becoming more popular. So, you know, Dune, Arrival, Blade Runner 2049. And then I think the other guy, oh boy, he's also Mexican. Alejandro Inarritu. I don't know if he's done a sci-fi. I'm trying to think, but that's the guy who directed Birdman. He directed The Revenant with DiCaprio. I am a big fan of that guy. Inarritu is a very good director. I think The Revenant is pretty incredible. What he did with that movie, in the middle of nowhere, filming some of that stuff. That is such a good movie. Jared, wait, hold on one second. Hello? People keep interrupting me. I just tell them to shut up. Oh my God. What are you talking about? He played the wrong intro to his stream? Oh, that happens sometimes. Yeah, Inarritu is not really a sci-fi director. I think he's... I don't know. I just think he's a great Hollywood director. I wish he did more stuff. Pan's Labyrinth. Oh, yeah. Obviously, Guillermo del Toro is another. Those 3 guys, Cuarón, Inarritu, and del Toro, like, they're all Mexican, first of all. But they're all, like, super fucking good directors in Hollywood right now. And I just, you know, I think del Toro is my favorite. Pan's Labyrinth is such a good movie. No, Cuarón didn't do Pan's Labyrinth. That was del Toro. Guillermo del Toro, which I'm watching Pinocchio this weekend also. I hear it's really good. We're gonna do some more rankings. The Prestige is science fiction? I guess. Here it is. It's such a good movie. A tier. Prestige is a very solid movie. Christopher Nolan, one of his best for sure. One of his best for sure. I haven't seen this. I don't know what this is. I'm just going to throw it there. 28 Weeks. High Life sucks. Didn't like it at all. Very disappointing movie. Robert Pattinson. 28 Weeks Later is like, okay. I don't think it's that good of a movie, to be honest. C tier, maybe. Iron Man. Oh, boy. I love this movie. Iron Man is B tier movie for me. Although it is, if we're being honest, guys, this is a very good Hollywood action movie. I mean, it's one of the best. I think it's one of the best Marvel movies. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it there though. I Am Legend. Don't like it. I don't like this movie. And I read the book. I love the book. It's 100% different from the book. That's not always a bad thing, but I think the book is a brilliant science fiction horror movie, or book. And they changed so much. They made this more of like a Will Smith movie, and it's like parts of it are a little. The zombie stuff, to me, I think the zombie designs are really bad. Why do we have Megas? What is going? Why are we chat? How do I get a moderator to take some of this shit off? Oh, we'll just ignore it. I need to get a moderator. We got some thirsty people and bots in the chat. What the fuck? Should I hire somebody to be a mod on my channel? I'm telling you guys, this is my first, like, I don't fucking know. I'm just learning. 12 Monkeys is really, really good. 12 Monkeys is a good movie. B tier. Terry Gilliam is a good director. Turn on sub only mode. I'll do that. I don't know how to. I'm not gonna interrupt the stream. Yeah. Oh, okay. The Happening. The Happening. Not a good movie. It's not quite an. Maybe it might be an F. No, it's not that bad. It's really not that bad. It's definitely D. It's not a good movie, but it's entertaining. It's funny. It's goofy. It's funny. It's not as good as Shyamalan thought it was going to be. Like, I don't think he tried to make it funny, but it just is. You know what I mean? I don't know. What do we got here? Don't remember what this is. I don't think I've seen it. It's that Brendan Fraser movie. Oh, here's the original Star Trek. No, this is the one that I wanted to put into C tier. And is Beyond the one with Benedict Cumberbatch? I don't fucking know. I don't know. Leave it there. Yeah, The Happening is a good meme movie. It's a good meme movie. Maybe this would have been better if I had another person here. We could bounce back and forth, like, different opinions. But, yeah, like I said, I'm going to try to get a guest most weeks if I can. Although, I like just chatting with chat. Maybe I'll play some video. Maybe I'll do a video game stream separately from like a stream like this, and just have a guest stream on Wednesdays and a video game stream on Thursdays or something. I'll figure it out. No, not the. I didn't mean the original. I meant the first of the new ones. That's what I meant. Star Trek. Is this District 9? District 9 it's a fun movie. It's a fun movie. I don't know if I would watch District 9 over any of these movies, though. I'm trying to think. If I had to pick. It's original concept. It's a very original concept. I'll put it in B tier. Haven't seen Outlander. 9. Can't remember anything about this movie. I have no memory of this movie. I think I watched it. Independence Day is a really good movie. I've never been a massive Independence Day fan. Yikes. Nah, it's going in B tier for me. Maybe a little bit higher, though. Let's just... I have a very specific style of movie that I like, especially 1980s movies. Like... And something about, like, Independence Day. It's very entertaining. I don't know. I don't even know how to describe what I'm saying. Here's the fifth. Somebody was asking about the Fifth Element earlier. I think it's weird, and I'm not a huge fan of the Fifth Element, but I'm not going to put it in D tier. I just don't. I don't like the vibe of it. I don't connect with that kind of quirky style. The same thing with Terry Gilliam. Wait, did Terry Gilliam direct this? I just think like Terry Gilliam as a director and like even like Wes Anderson, stuff like sometimes you got to have like a certain kind of personality to really connect with some of those movies. I think Fifth Element for me is like just not quite my cup of tea. 2012 sucks ass. I'm gonna throw it in F tier. The Lost World. I actually like The Lost World. I don't know if it's B tier. It falls apart a little bit. I'm gonna throw it in C tier. No. Fuck, I think The Lost World is more entertaining than a lot of this stuff. Oh man. This is hard. I like the first half of this movie a lot. It might be a little bit too high. Let's see what chat's saying. Hated the first third of District 9. I can't stand shaky cam. Yes, Terry Gilliam directed 12 Monkeys. Yep. Terry Gilliam also directed like Brazil, which I think might be on here, and a couple other very weird sci-fi movies. 2012 was the nail for disaster movies. I agree. Well, I don't know. There's some good ones. The Impossible is a really good disaster movie. The Impossible was a J.A. Bayona film, who directed The Orphanage. Then he did The Impossible with Ewan McGregor. It's about the tsunami in like Indonesia. Excellent movie. I like Bayona. The reason the second Jurassic World movie, Fallen Kingdom, was so bad is not because of him. If you guys think about this for a second, Fallen Kingdom just had a terrible screenplay. The story, the plot of that movie was like childish and dumb with like the underground market of like the dinosaurs and stuff. Like it's not Bayona's fault. He didn't write the script. Actually, some of the best parts of that movie were like visually, like that Indoraptor, like some of the horror, like the nighttime horror stuff in the mansion. I think he did a good job with it as a director. And I'm going to say it right now quick. I'm not going to talk about it forever, but Rings of Power episodes 1 and 2 he directed. I don't think he did anything wrong. I think if you don't like the first 2 episodes of Rings of Power, I think the issues are 95% the writing or the way the story was presented. I think what he did is the best. I think he did the best he could. I think he nailed some of what they were going for, like aesthetically. I think he pulled off, some of the prologue sequences. Like I thought that was really cool. That like the tree, they couldn't show Ungoliant the spider, but they did some spiderweb stuff. I liked it. I liked his visual style. Stop stalling and get to Face Off. Oh, where's Face Off? Face Off! It's like looking into a mirror, only not. This movie kind of sucks, but it's so funny. God, what do? I'm just gonna throw it here. It's a very funny movie. It's just not a great movie. And John Travolta, bless his heart, he needs a great screenplay. He needs somebody to write words for him and dialogue that brings out like his full potential, because holy shit, this movie is it's literally like an SNL skit. But I don't think that's what he was intending. I don't think he was trying to be that corny, if that makes sense. And I have a lot of reason to believe that, especially with his newest like some of his new shit is so bad. And I don't think he tried to do it, but it was the movie where he plays like an autistic weirdo killer. He is terrible in that movie. What's it called again? Moose? His character's name is Moose. Oh god, don't even look it up. Don't even look it up. Men in Black is great. Great movie. Fuck. Yep, I'm throwing it up into A tier. It's so fucking hilarious and entertaining. It's so good. Joshua Gonzalez, remember when the helicopter was out of fuel in the beginning? And The Rock said, it's time to tip the hat, and went down a hole to rescue someone? What are you talking about? Oh. Why does that not sound familiar? The Rock? Remember that. Yeah. What do we got here? What do we got? What do we got? The Third Man? Omega Man. Omega Man. Haven't seen it. And I honestly, this is the one I've been meaning to watch most lately. Contact. I have seen it, but I was, once again, I might have been like 14 years old, and I don't have enough. Don't remember much of it. Gattaca is meh. It's not a great movie, actually. I don't have a lot of reason to I'll throw it into C tier. It's not terrible. Existence is a David Cronenberg movie. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's interesting. I just don't like the movie at all. The Matrix. Is this the first one? Holy fuck, dude. This is very difficult. We got another S tier though, guys. Oh my god. This is really hard, man. Ranking these is very difficult for me. I think I'm accurately presenting it though. I think The Matrix is a masterpiece. And no, it's not about being trans. It's not about being trans. I mean, if you're trans and you want to relate to the concept of kind of like changing who you are and like unplugging from your previous self, like you can go ahead, you can interpret the movie that way by yourself. But don't force me to fucking interpret it that way, because I don't, and I never have. And you know what? Nobody has. Go back and read any scholarly essay written about this film 5 years, like within the first 5 years after it came out. Essentially, nobody was talking about that. People were talking about... Sorry, I'm swallowing pizza right now. I don't want to die because I'm angry. People were talking about the movie's philosophical universality, the concept, like the whole allegory of the cave concept, right? Like, you know, you're stuck in a cave and like you don't know the outside exists, but something sparks, like you see a shadow on the wall, you're like, what the fuck is that? So you follow it out and it turns out there's a whole world outside. That is like the most universal concept that can be applied to anything. It's not specific to trans people. It never has been. And obviously there's simulation theory and things like that. But I'm tired of people like gaslighting and pretending this was all about trans people all along. The directors themselves have said the exact same thing. They said, that's not what we were thinking. That is not at all what you were thinking at the time. They said it might have been subconscious, but they can't pretend that the movie is supposed to be for trans people, because it's not. They literally said, go read this. There's interviews with the Wachowski siblings. They pushed back against it because the interviewer was like, this is about trans people, isn't it? And they were like, well, not really. Yeah, The Matrix will always be relevant. Always. 100%. Same thing with The Truman Show. The Truman Show will be timeless movie for the rest of eternity. A tier movie. It's really fucking good. God, it might even be S tier. Oh my god, this movie is so good. Yeah, I'm still keeping with my very picky. I'm being picky about S tier. Pitch Black. Don't remember a fucking thing about it. X-Men, the first X-Men. So I'll throw it into C tier. It's not terrible. Unbreakable is amazing, and I love this movie. I've rated this movie a 5 stars on my Letterboxd account. I think it's a perfect basically, essentially, it's a perfect Superman movie. If you think about what this movie's about, what if Superman had the powers of Superman but didn't know that he did? That is a fascinating concept, and it's one of the best movies of that decade, in my opinion, the 2000s. It's literally, I fucking love this movie so much. Bruce Willis is a god in this movie. He's so subtle with his emotions. He's so like very fatherly with his attitude and relationship with his kid. He's trying his best. I fucking love this movie, guys. It's such a beautiful ending too, like the culmination of everything when he his one of his abilities is being able to touch people and see whether or not they're a bad person. Shyamalan sets up some things in this movie that play out later in the movie so brilliantly. Like when he touched the mother and it turns out that she was abusing her kid. I think that tied into Split somehow. I think that kid might have been the kid that grow up to be the character in Split. And then, you know what I mean? Like, you got to give Shyamalan credit, man, for some of the shit that he's done. Like, yeah, I love that movie. Artificial Intelligence is a very depressing movie. It's a very good Spielberg movie. Is it B? I'll throw it into B tier. It's a very good movie. But it's so depressing, and I don't like... I like depressing movies, but this one is like... kind of hurts to watch, because it's sad. The ending is so hard to watch. And it's like... just because of like his immortality and like the way that the movie ends. Yeah. Men in Black 2. Yikes. I guess this is like... Oh my god, it's been so long since I watched this movie. Is this movie bad? I can't even remember, guys. I liked parts of it. I just don't remember much from it. Throw it into C tier. Equilibrium is okay. It just never quite... It tried to be The Matrix, right? Christian Bale's incredible in this movie. Oh yeah, Stanley Kubrick was supposed to direct Artificial Intelligence, but he died. That would have bumped this movie up significantly, I think. Signs is another one. I love everything about this movie, and I'm gonna throw it into this. Oh God, yeah, this is such a good movie, guys. It's so beautiful. The family dynamic in this movie is so good. Mel Gibson, being a single dad, and he's trying his best for his kids, and his brother's trying to help out, and the whole thing is a metaphor for, all kinds of different things, like, family and stuff like that, but like coincidences versus fate, right? Or destiny. And there's so many good things about, like, once again, Shyamalan laid out this master plan of all of these things that connect in the final, like, third act. And it's like, the girl's addiction to water kind of started off as like, kind of like a wholesome, like, weird thing that a kid does. And the baseball bat, dude, there's so much to talk about with this movie. I love it. And Joaquin Phoenix is so good in that. I love when Mel Gibson's running around the house. He's like, I am angry, because he doesn't like to swear. He's like, I'm very angry at you. I can't remember the quote, but 28 Days Later is a very good movie. I watched it again recently. It has never had a good transfer. The quality of this movie is so bad in terms of the the sound design and the visual, like, quality of this movie, that it was filmed in like I mean, I know it's probably intentionally like that, but I don't like the way it looks. I don't like it. And I think the movie is a very solid zombie movie, but it doesn't... I think it's a little overrated. The music's really good. Music's really good. E.T. versus Signs, guys. What do you think? I'm going to say probably E.T. Matrix Reloaded, very entertaining movie, but it's not great. I'm going to throw it into C tier. By the way, Matrix Reloaded has objectively very, very, very good martial arts choreography. If you just, I mean, it's just really good martial art. And the music in this movie is so fucking good. Go back and watch that fight scene in the courtyard. It's really good. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen Pandorum. I don't know what these are. I'm just gonna throw them here because I'm tired of looking at them. Total Recall. I thought I already rated. I think it's on here twice. The Matrix Revolutions. Don't like it. I don't even know where it happened. Oh, what the fuck? Where'd it go? I don't like this movie. Not a fan. That's all I have to say about it. Eternal Sunshine is an amazing movie. It's a very, very, very good movie. Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey is such a good actor, guys. Where we at? Escape from New York. What do you guys think of this one? I think it's really good. It's not my favorite John Carpenter movie. It's really good though. It's a really good movie. Snake Plissken, you know, prior to Metal Gear Solid, that was, you know, Solid Snake. Chronicles of Riddick. I don't even remember it, but I know that I don't like this movie. I like parts of it because it's kind of unique a little bit. It's a unique movie. Yeah. Oh, so Matrix, you give the... Robert Lawrence says he gives the Reloaded an A tier for him. Hey, that's fair, man. It's a very entertaining movie. Yeah. Let's see, what do we got? We're coming up on Avatar. Sky Captain and the World of Tomorrow is such a gimmicky movie that doesn't hold up very well. And it's like a stuck-in-time technological experimental movie. I don't think it's terrible. I'm gonna throw it here. It's somewhat... I just don't think it's a very good movie. And it's very weird. Like, if you try to watch this again, it feels like it's... I don't know. What do we got? Day After Tomorrow? What's this? Day After Tomorrow? Right next to 2012? Ah! I hate that movie. Guys, remind me what this is. This cover is familiar. I just don't remember. Ghost in the Shell 2. Yikes. Guys, well, first of all, Avatar, I just watched it again. I think it's a B movie. I think it's despite its flaws, it's just extremely entertaining. I think that's where I'm leaving. Do you not agree? Or let me go back here to my my letterbox for a second. How many of you guys have seen Ghost in the Shell? I'm gonna embarrass myself here, but I've only seen the original movie, like the 1994 whatever movie, and I've seen the OVA, but I think that was the first anime I've ever watched, and just like Evangelion, I watched the movies that came out recently, And I like, before that, I hadn't seen Evangelion in like since it came out, like since I was a kid. So it's about time that I dive back into Ghost in the Shell. But anyway, where is it? I haven't seen this. This is the second movie. Journey to the Center of the Earth. Ghost in the Shell's best anime. It's beautiful anime. It's brilliant. But I can't say that I'm an expert. And I love, like I said, I need to dive back into that. I haven't actually seen this version. The book is incredible. Everybody go read Journey to the Center of the Earth by Jules Verne. It's one of the best books ever. Time Bandits. I'm not a Terry Gilliam fan. It's a good movie though. It's like a decent movie. Is this Logan's Run? Yikes, man. I know I watched part of this, but I'm gonna have to throw it into that category. I haven't seen it. Close Encounter of the Third fucking Kind, guys. This movie is so classic and nostalgic. Oh my god, it's such a good movie. I'm not ranking any of these, by the way. This is just I can't do that. I'm just putting them in tier lists. Here we go. I'm gonna do some of these really fast. Planet of the Apes original. I'm gonna throw it into C tier. I like it. It's very dated, and it's very. I can't pretend to like that one really that much. The Thing is a masterpiece. Where am I gonna put it? Where's it gonna go? Probably right behind Blade Runner. No. Oh my god. Yeah, it's right behind Blade Runner. The Thing is an absolute. Everybody knows it. I don't have to explain it. Oh, somebody asked for 2001 earlier. Yes, I have. Robert, I've seen The Fourth Kind. I hate it. I'm not even gonna. Is it on here? Can't stand that movie. My taste in horror is once again, very specific. And I think that movie was just not good. It was not good. 2001: A Space Odyssey is an obvious masterpiece. Once again, right next to Clockwork Orange. I'm doing a stream in February, and we're gonna break down this movie in its entirety with I don't know who's involved in this stream. I think I'll let you guys know. I know I'm guesting on someone's stream, but I don't want to say who's involved yet. I'll put that out. I'll put that out there though when that happens. And what we're gonna do is we're all gonna watch it. If you guys want to watch the stream, I highly recommend it. Oh, TH Wolf is in the chat. What's up? Weeks is a better movie than Days. Hold my beer. I can kind of see that. 28 Days Later does seem to me be a bit overrated, like I said. But I need to watch Weeks again. I've only seen it once. The Fourth Kind was terrible. 2001 is overrated. 2001 is overrated? I mean, is it overrated or is it over? Well, when you're determining if something's overrated, it's hard to say because I know a lot of people who don't like this movie. If you're saying it's overrated in the context of like, it always being in the best films of all time lists, that's fine. I guess that's fine. I think it should be up there. The book is incredible, but the film is so it's mind blowing to me. If like how they did some of the stuff, like how Kubrick filmed some of these sequences, and the editing is by far some of the best film editing ever. Like that cut with the bone is up in the air, and then it cuts to I think it cuts to the monolith. But it's so good, man. Okay, I can't talk too much about it. We'll talk about it. But feel free to watch it soon, because we're going to do a stream. Dead Zone is a really good David Cronenberg movie. It's a little bit overrated. Or underrated, I'm sorry. Nobody ever talks about it. It's Christopher Walken. I'm gonna throw it into C. It's a Stephen King story as well. Actually, I like this movie. Fuck. I'm gonna throw it into B tier. Terminator. Boom. Oops, sorry. Actually, yeah, I don't know, man. Terminator's really fucking good. I'm gonna put it there, A tier, because I know Terminator 2 is coming up too. Day of the Earth Stood Still sucks. This might even be F. I just can't quite remember. I hated it though. It's just not worth it. Inception. Inception is overrated in my opinion. I think people got a little bit too orgasming over the mind fuck of like the whole, oh my god guys, it's an inception within an inception within an inception. I get it. Christopher Nolan is very clever. The movie, it does have some plot holes. I need to watch this again. But oh, sorry. I'm throwing it down here. I like the movie a lot. Movie's got some weird things about it that I'm not hugely into. It's a brilliant, Christopher Nolan's great. Don't know what that is. Tron Legacy, haven't seen it. Don't care. I don't care about Tron. Cowboys and Aliens is a horrible fucking movie. Terrible movie. This movie sucks. Oh, I'm sorry. This movie's terrible. Daniel Craig. Rise of the Planet of the Apes, the first one. I like it a lot. I'm going to throw it into B tier. Very entertaining movie. Truman Show is an S tier movie. Yeah, you're probably right. Bass Player says, I'm not denying 2001 is cinematography and FX. You just don't like it. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, that's totally fair. Trying to think if I can think of yeah. Where are we at? Let's see here. We're almost done. We're almost done, guys. I don't know what any of these are. Don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I don't know what this is. Is that... What the fuck? It looks like a 1950s movie. I just like the art style. Is this Premonition or something? I don't know what that is. Tron, never seen it. I can't remember. What the fuck is this movie, guys? With Will Smith. Is this... Am I stupid? I don't know what this is. What the fuck? Godzilla, is this the original? I probably need to watch this again. It's been forever. I like it. I like the movie. I'm not gonna... I respect it. I'm just not a huge Godzilla fan. I like I said, if I like binged all of these movies and like kind of got, you know, I probably would appreciate this if I sat down to watch it again. But oh, the original Ghostbusters is great. Yikes, man. Is it as good as Terminator and E.T. and Close Encounters? I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm going to put it at the top of my B tier list. John Carter sucks. Beyond the Black Rainbow is a very weird movie. Not a huge fan of it. It's got some really compelling imagery. It's basically trying to be like Stanley Kubrick, but I think it's the guy who directed Mandy with Nicolas Cage. Here we go. Hunger Games, not a fan. D, don't like it. It's overrated. Even though that most people don't like it, I still think it's overrated. It's boring. Primer is really good. Primer is a great indie... I lost it. It just... Oh, here. Primer is a really good indie sci-fi movie. I'll throw in the middle of the B tier. Very clever concept with, like, math. Can't really describe it. Well, why is Ghostbusters a sci-fi? It's a comedy? Well, like I said earlier, science fiction blends together with almost any genre, right? Like Alien is a horror movie, but it's science fiction. There's a lot of sci-fi comedies. Spaceballs. The Bad Take Lounge. That's where we are, guys. No, this is a Lofti Lounge. This is the Lofti Lounge. Welcome to my lounge. I'm playing lounge music right now. Can you guys hear that? But it's I gotta find like a musician or something and pay them to make like cool music for my stream. What is my prediction on the new Avatar? I think it's going to be beautiful. I think the story is going to be underwhelming. I just from what I'm reading, you know, people are saying the story is like slightly better than the original, but that's not really. It would have to be a lot better. No, I'm excited for it. I'm excited for it. I like movies like that. I like epic science fiction movies. You know, I don't know. I think some people exaggerate like how bad that movie is. Back to the Future, which was the original? Yeah, it's a fucking great movie. Whoopsies, my computer's acting weird. Back to the Future is really good. My God. Sometimes I hate ranking things. I don't find myself desperately wanting to rewatch this franchise very often. Like Terminator, I will go back and... That's just not my... Like, I know a lot of people do, but, like, not... It's not quite... I'll throw it in beats here. Don't know what this is. I don't know what... Oh, is this... I don't know what that is. I don't know what this is. The music got too loud? Oh, what the fuck? Why? Why is it too loud? Let me see. Fuck the music. Turn it down a little. Okay. Yeah, we're almost done. Brazil, like I said earlier, Terry Gilliam, not a huge fan. Brazil is a very clever movie. I'm gonna throw it into B. Very weird movie. If you like 12 Monkeys, you might like it. World War Z sucks so bad. I love this book. This book is amazing, okay? And the movie is enough. The movie is a... Wow. What can I say about this? The movie is just not good. It has very dumb things that happen in the plot. Like the plane crash was so stupid. The guy who slipped and shot himself in the face in the plane or something like that. You guys know what I'm talking about? The zombie effects were terribly done. This should have been incredible, and it should have been a miniseries. They cut out so much from the book. I don't know, man. Don't like this movie. Wait, why did I put it? It's definitely... I don't like it. I don't like this movie. D tier. What's this? I thought... Oh, sorry. Men in Black 3? I don't like it. I don't like Men in Black 3. Hello? Hello? Is my mic working? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Men in Black 3. I don't like Men in Black 3. Looper. Fuck. Looper's okay. I'm giving it a B. I like Looper. Have we, guys, chat, have we figured out what this is yet? Help me. My memory's... Why do I... This looks like a generic movie poster with Will Smith on it. What is it? iRobot? No, it's not iRobot. Is it iRobot? Oh, it's iRobot? I think iRobot is okay. I think iRobot is okay. I think it's just, I mean, slightly above average. I'll put it in C. Put it in C. I don't really feel like watching that movie again, though. Same with Minority Report. Where's Minority Report? I did not like Oblivion. I didn't like this movie. I probably need to watch it again, but I did not like this movie at all. The story of this movie didn't do it for me. I think this is one of those Tom Cruise movies where he kind of just... It didn't... It just didn't... I don't know. I don't like Oblivion. I have never seen the entirety of Dredd. Isn't that insane? The new Dredd? I remember when I was like, one time I was stoned and I watched it, but I can't, I can't pretend that I watched the entire thing. That's another thing. I think people lie about shit. I know for a fact, because I have friends who like, you know, are potheads and shit. I know people watch stuff stoned and basically don't even remember what they watched, but then they'll swear that the movie sucked or the movie was amazing or something. And I'm just like, but I know for a fact that, you know, they didn't comprehend what the fuck they were watching. You know what I mean? Sometimes you can... Am I allowed to admit this on the fucking... Whatever. I was engaged. I was dabbling in some herbal medicines when I went to see Avengers, and I liked it. I wasn't stoned as like out of my brain, but I think it made the movie slightly more entertaining. The first Avengers movie, the music like really hit me hard. Where's Videodrome? Does somebody say Videodrome in the chat? I don't see it. It is a good movie though. Melancholia. I love this movie. I know a lot of people probably won't like this movie. But I think it's pretty fucking amazing. The ending to this movie is incredible. This is a movie about it's Kirsten Dunst. It's one of her best performances. She should have won Best Actor for this, or actress for this performance. It's about melancholy. Like it's a very like symbolic movie. It's a very artsy movie. A planet is colliding with Earth, and like there's almost nothing anybody can do about it. So everyone's just kind of existing until it happens, and like it's a very beautiful movie, and the ending is stunning. I don't want to spoil it because it's kind of fucked up, but it's a really good movie. Hold on. Pacific Rim, love it. The original, love this movie. It's definitely not an A tier. It's got some problems. I think this movie is a B tier. This movie is so entertaining. This is how you do giant kaiju battle sequences without fucking handycam footage, like the new Godzilla movies, or footage like people, like human beings watching the action through a window or through like a back of an airplane or something, or on the ground with shaky cam. Fuck the Godzilla franchise. I'm sorry. I can't stand any of the new Godzilla movies besides like Godzilla and Kong like fighting each other. Obviously that shit's fun to watch, but like the movies themselves, I don't know. Don't like them. I like this better. Very entertaining movie. Gravity, I already talked about earlier. I personally love this movie. I think this is a horror movie. In the theater, This movie blew my mind in a movie theater. If you guys were lucky enough to watch this in a movie theater, it's so much better than watching it at home. The sound design is incredible. The terror of being just floating in space with things hurtling at you like 700,000 miles per hour is so scary. And like I said, Alfonso Cuarón did he directed Children of Men. There's a lot of really long takes in this movie. I don't know how they filmed it. I have no clue how they made this movie. It's so beautiful. Yeah. Gravity in 3D. Yeah, that would be fun. I think I just watched it in regular though. Oh, fuck Hunger Games, didn't watch it. I just watched the first one. What's this Tom Hanks movie? I feel like it sucks. I don't even know what it is. What's this supposed to be? What? You see the original it's based off of? What are you talking about? What are we talking about? Shin Godzilla, it's not on here. I like Shin Godzilla. It's very entertaining. No, I haven't seen the Oblivion it's based off of. Nope. After Earth sucks. It's not quite F tier, but it's bad. Very bad movie. M. Night Shyamalan, love him or hate him. I mean, love him and hate him. That is a terrible movie. Star Trek Into Darkness. I am literally getting all of these mixed up. Is this the one with Benedict Cumberbatch? Probably D. Chronicles of Riddick. What do you guys think of this movie? Didn't I just rate this? Is this the other one? Whatever, I'll put it next to it. The video games are fun. After Earth is God. I think maybe you meant God awful. Cloud Atlas. I don't like that movie at all. Is this Alien Covenant? Okay, here we go. Hold on a sec. Hold on. Guys. Oh, no, this is Prometheus. Okay, hold on. We'll just finish off with all the alien. Fuck Jennifer Lawrence. This is Edge of Tomorrow, isn't it? This is Edge of Tomorrow. I like this movie a lot. It's got some issues, but it's very entertaining. It's got some story issues in the third act, and I think I like it a lot. I like that movie. Alien. Europa Report is a very clever indie science fiction movie. Low budget, but very cool concept. They're going to Europa, and there's it's really, really good. Europa Report. Okay. Oh, we're almost done, guys. War of the Worlds, the original. Haven't even seen it. I feel dumb not seeing it. All right. I think Prometheus is not as bad as it gets credit for. I think it's a C tier movie. I think it has some good things. And I love the visual style, the visual photography and what Ridley Scott kind of did with some of the world building. It's not an Alien movie, which is what I was expecting, and a lot of people. And it kind of fucked up. Now, an unnecessary shoving in a bunch of exposition and lore into the universe that didn't really need to be there. Now, for what it's worth, the lore is actually interesting. The lore is not terrible, but I wish it was scarier. And I'm just going to give it a C for now. I like some of the scenes in this movie, though, man. It's some of it's pretty... I think she gives... Oh, yeah. I think she gives birth to a fucking alien in this movie. Because I was mixing it up with Covenant for a second. But that was really cool. Alien Covenant, I like this movie. This is an alien. It's actually, at least it's an alien movie. If you don't like this movie, at least it's an alien movie. I actually think I might be one of the only people. I actually like this movie a lot. I love what Michael Fassbender did in this film, playing two characters. I am so captivated by his performance in this movie. The alien, yeah, I mean, the xenomorphs in this movie are pretty cool. This sequence, when it's attacking on the plane or on the ship when they're leaving, I think it's so awesome, dude. I love it. It's not a horror movie in the same, like, it's at least 2 tiers below Alien. So I dropped it 1, 2. But like I said, this is a guilty pleasure for me. Like, I actually really like some of the first half of the movie reminds me a little bit of The Lost World, Jurassic Park, when they're on the planet and it's kind of like they don't know what the fuck, like, shit's gonna go down, but they don't quite know it, and it's like it's kind of and there's that scene with the little aliens running through the grass. It reminds me of the Velociraptors scene in The Lost World. I don't know, man. Maybe you guys. I think and the ending to this movie, when she gets plugged into that space pod, and she looks up and sees Michael Fassbender, and he's doing what's it? Hello? My mic fucked up again. Wait, hold on a second. Wait, there's a classic Lofty bad take. Yeah, I knew that was coming. That's why I saved it for last. I was saying something. What was I saying? Alien Covenant. The ending. Yes. Okay. She's in the pod, and she looks up, and she sees who she thinks is David, but it's actually not David. And he says, he's like, shh. Puts his finger to his mouth. He's like, sleep. He's like, don't let the bed bugs bite. And then he shuts the door to the pod. Imagine how horrifying that would be. Can you imagine? That's such a good line. That is such a good line of like classic horror dialogue from a creepy villain. I loved it. All right, last one. Aliens. I wanted to have this conversation because Aliens is a very good movie, but I don't love it. I don't love Aliens. Well, you know what? Wait, where did I put Covenant? I got to put Covenant at C tier because I can't put it in the same tier as Aliens. I think Aliens is really entertaining, but again, it's not really an alien movie. There's the only aliens in the movie it's like there's like a couple scenes of them swarming, you know, and getting ridden with bullets and like, you know, there's the end. The whole ending is awesome. But it just, Alien to me is so terrifying, and the suspense is so much more palpable. And this is definitely an 80s action movie, right? It has that, it hasn't aged very well. If you want to say this is, I think Alien could have been made yesterday. It feels like the movie doesn't really have it doesn't feel like it's made in the 70s. If you watch it in 4K, this movie has a very modern, like a timeless feeling to it, right? This is a very 80s movie. The practical effects are good, but they have aged somewhat poorly, I think. Especially the vehicles in this movie. I mean, you can tell, if you watch the movie, you can tell they're remote-controlled cars. You just can tell. You can tell. They're driving a remote-controlled car through plastic columns and concrete and things like that. It's just, that's just how I feel about it. I know Razor Fist also doesn't like this movie. And I was like, kind of shocked when I found that out. I was like, oh, I agree with him. Because I don't agree with him about a lot of things. But, you know, Razor Fist does not like this movie. Yeah, the ending is great. It's just, it's not as good as this movie, guys. It's not as good as Alien. I'm sorry. Where's Moon? I don't have Moon low. B tier? It's not low. I think it's a good movie. I just don't think it's on par with E.T. and Scanners and you know, some of these movies. I don't know. It's good. It's up. It's like the upper echelon of B tier for me. Alien is better. Aliens is tacky. Yeah, I mean, some of the with those Bill Paxton, right? Bill Paxton and Aliens. He's like, you know, they're trying to get him to go outside and like for the mission. He's like, with those things running around, you can count me out. He is so bad in that movie. Terrible. Not very good acting in that movie. Compared to Ian Holm, Bilbo Baggins, in Alien, is unbelievable. And as the robot in this movie, as the android, he is so fucking good in this movie. And the acting, the scene when there's before the chest burster scene, right? When they're sitting around just having a casual conversation, very good dialogue, very realistic dialogue. I mean, it feels like they're just improvising, really. Yeah, if you guys, maybe some of you guys might need to go back and because I know for me, I watch these frequently, but sometimes, like, you know, for me, like with some movies, I'll be like, I love this movie, and then like I'll go back and watch it again, and then like it's you get a different perspective on it if you watch it again. You know what I mean? Give out some game over, man. Game over. Aliens. Stupid bots. Anyway, guys. Yeah, give out some wrenches. Oh, the bots. Dude, I don't know how to... I'll fix that next time I stream. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm not even signed into my Streamlabs. And I don't want to fuck with it right now because I don't know if... anyway. All right, guys, what do you think? What do you think of Lofty's tier list for science fiction? If I gave these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 movies to somebody, I feel like this is a good representation of the genre. I think it's a pretty good representation of the genre. I mean, especially these two, all of these movies. You know what I mean? Like, maybe you guys don't like Gravity. I don't know. I know it's kind of polarizing. And maybe I ranked some things a little low, but I think I have pretty good taste in sci-fi. What's the one after 2001? That's Blade Runner. Oh, I can probably block it on YouTube. I could probably do this. I can do this. Yeah, I can remove all this stuff. Sorry, I can remove the bot stuff from my own. I'm doing it now. How do I block this person? I'm hiding it. I just hid the user. Anyway. Predator needs to be S tier. Maybe. I don't know. It is really good. But so is E.T. Like I said, I'm very picky. I'm very picky with my my sci-fi movies. I don't know. But I did mention on Twitter that I was gonna come up with I have this idea to create a conspiracy theory for like fun. But what I meant by that is, do you guys know what AI chat is, or AI chatbot, where you can like type things into this AI program and it kind of chats like by itself, comes up with all kinds of stuff. I was gonna like mess around with that, but I couldn't. I can't find the one I was using. But there, like I said, I will do a stream, I think shortly, where we hang out and just laugh hysterically at some of the shit that this AI chat bot puts out, because I'm telling you, it's so entertaining. And I think it just would make for good content. I mean, we could do an AI art stream. That might be fun. Oh, they're back. Bots are back. Bots are back. Bots are back. Bots are back. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Well, I lost my page. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Yeah, I hope you had fun talking about sci-fi, science fiction movies. It would be fun to like have a movie stream where like I invite people on and we just have conversations. Like I said, I plan on bringing big name guests on occasionally, but I think it would be fun to have some some like community members come on and we can talk about shit. Maybe some of you guys would want to come on. Going on Jack's show later, Lofty. Yeah. See, I've seen the Jack show a couple times. I don't watch a lot of streams in my free time. I try to watch, you know, as much as I can. But yeah, I think later tonight I'm going to be doing I think I'm watching Pinocchio tonight, or I'm catching up on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. The new JoJo's Part 2 just dropped from the new season. Oh. You convinced me I'll do it? What did I convince you of? Oh, thank you, Robert. Woo! Woo! That's a big dono. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Robert. Yeah, that was a fun stream. Stone Ocean. Yep, the new Stone Ocean. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is just a wild anime. Wild show. Part 3 is my favorite. It has a very Indiana Jones vibe to it, and I love it. And I think it's just better than the other parts in terms of the characters. I don't think you can. I don't want to talk about it right now because this is not an anime stream, and maybe half the people watching don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, we'll do a JoJo's stream or something soon. Talk about the new season. Thanks, Robert. I appreciate it. That's awesome, man. Like I said, I need to get a new mic, so that helps, man. I didn't like the end half as much. Oh, okay. Part 2 is the best for you. I love Part 2. I love Part 2. Yeah. Man. Also, I think my definition of like a 10 out of 10 movie is something that I can watch over and over and over and over again. Predator might actually make that list. It might make it. It's definitely up here. I mean, Unbreakable. I just don't want to get too haphazardy with my S tiers. I love all these movies. Some people, I found out recently, some people hate rewatching movies they've seen before, and I was just like, what? People on Twitter said that. I think I asked the question or something, and I can't remember what conversation it was. But I love going back to watch The Matrix. Holy shit! Or Alien or Jurassic Park. I've seen this movie at least 30 times. At least 30 times. I could put this on right now and watch it. Did you see Eternal Sunshine? Yep, love it. I like that movie. Yeah, guys, Star Wars wasn't even on this list. I'll just do a quick ranking. A New Hope, I think, is a B tier movie. Empire Strikes Back might be S tier. It's definitely high A tier. And then Return of the Jedi, I think might be B tier, or maybe A. Like I said, those movies, I just like watching those movies like from beginning to end. I don't like picking which one I like better. You know what I mean? Like, I just like them as a saga, like as a whole storyline. The first one just has a little bit, like, it's just not quite as good as the other two. The prequels I don't really like. I'm not a prequel fan. I don't like Phantom Menace. I think I can't stand the Naboo stuff. Can't stand it. The story is essentially like barely anything happens. The whole movie is a babysitter simulator with Star Wars like aesthetic, and like Qui-Gon Jinn is cool, but like, yeah, Qui-Gon Jinn is cool, but he should have been in more than one movie. Although that obviously the ending sequence in that movie makes the movie good. If that fight scene with Darth Maul and Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon Jinn wasn't in the movie, I think it would be terrible. I don't like the rest of the movie. But holy shit, Darth Maul. I don't even like. I like Darth Maul, but it's once again overrated movie. He doesn't even do anything in the movie. He shows up one time in the middle of the movie, and then nothing happens, and then he shows up at the end. You know what I mean? I don't know. Not a fan of the prequels. The third one's actually entertaining. The third one is, I will say, Revenge of the Sith is actually a very entertaining movie. It's just not as good as the original trilogy. And the sequel trilogy? I think the first, oh man. The Force Awakens is watchable. And I think it's fun. It's in a very optimistic, naive kind of way, right? But then you get to the third one, and you know what I mean? Like, The Force Awakens could have been a good start to a great trilogy. That's kind of what I'm trying to say. But okay, Last Jedi. It's a meme to think that movie is the worst thing you've ever seen in your life. I don't think it is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. I think it has major problems, but I also like this. I like how some of the parts with Rey and Kylo, where they were connecting via the Force, I thought was very clever, and the way that kind of relationship was kind of the potential that he was building on there was cool. And then that whole concept of connecting through the Force and the way it was filmed, I like parts of it. There's a lot. I liked the visual style of the battle of at the end on the salt planet. I like the little fox creatures. I thought they were really cool. I wish there was more world building instead of whatever he ended up doing with way too much focus on the horrible side mission where they have to go rescue some animals or something, some casino. Terrible scene. Rose is horrible. I don't know. I'm not going to break down. I just don't think it's the worst movie I've ever seen. I think if instead of the PETA, animal rights activist scene, if they did a whole sequence where Phasma was chasing, if they focused on Phasma and they had some more space battles and things like that instead of what they did, I think that movie could have been actually pretty good. Except with the whole arc of Luke and stuff. I understand. It was never going to be amazing. But okay, I will say the final movie I think is worse than The Last Jedi. I think Rise of Skywalker is a terrible movie. It's so there's no stakes. They're going from point A to point B to point C. They have there's a MacGuffin with some kind of map that they have to find this thing, and it's it's I hate almost everything about the movie. You know what I mean? Phasma should have been the Boba Fett of the new sequels. They fucked it up. But anyway, I'm tired of talking about it. I want to go on record though. I don't think The Last Jedi is the worst of the three. I do think I like Kylo Ren. I just like Kylo Ren. I like him. And that's how I feel about Rings of Power. Rings of Power, I get a lot of hate for it. I just don't think it's a zero worst thing I've ever seen. There's some things I like about it. I know it's like we have to throw all of our energy into hating it as loudly as possible, because otherwise Amazon won't hear us. And you know, I understand the whole meta behind it, but yeah, I don't know. That's just how I feel. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen, but I gave it a 5 out of 10. Rings of Power Season 1. It's probably what I would rank The Last Jedi also. Maybe something somewhere around there. Lofty Pixels, you had some of your original story ideas? Huh? You had some of your own original story ideas. Oh, I have. Yeah. I do. I have a comic book idea. I have an original screenplay that an unfinished screenplay. I wrote a lot of short stories. Like I went to school for like creative writing and stuff. Yeah, my movie. One time I pitched on Twitter. I pitched my movie idea. It was either an adaptation of the video game Ico on PS2. I know people say Ico, but that's in Japan they pronounce it Ico. And I think it would be a cool movie to adapt. There's a lot of very interesting world building possibilities with I would say Shadow of the Colossus, but I don't think that would be very hard to adapt. And most likely I would fuck it up, or anybody would fuck it up. You know what I mean? Because you have to strip down so much of the game in order to you can't have him killing 16 colossi in a movie. My other idea though was a rated R dinosaur movie. If I was given $1 billion budget, I would probably do something with dinosaurs, and I probably would adapt Sound of Thunder, which is a Ray Bradbury short story. Which sounds like what Adam Driver is doing with his new movie. The issue is, I don't know if it's rated R. And I don't know, it's not Sound of Thunder, but Sound of Thunder is a time travel movie about dinosaurs. Or book, or short story. I just think we need more of that shit. We need more dinosaur movies. Yeah, Ico is a cool game. It's a very cool game. It's a beautiful game. What's the pitch for my comic? It's a cyberpunk vampire kind of adventure comic. If that's the pitch in 11 words or whatever. So I don't want to get too into that because I don't know if I'll ever be able to make it happen. It costs a lot of money to make a comic book. I know fundraising is a big thing, and I might try to work on something like that. And I still have people that I'm in touch with about stuff like that. But yeah, I have a really cool idea I have 2 really, really fun ideas for comic books. The other one is more of a fantasy, epic fantasy comic, but it's more along the lines of like Monster Hunter meets Legend of Zelda Wind Waker meets Miyazaki. So that's my other comic idea. It's a very sprawling epic fantasy concept with shape shifting. I don't want to get too much into, because that one is going to take me 10-15 years to write. What do you think about Taika Waititi adapting I don't know what that is. Incal? Not sure. What do you think about Meets Pokemon? Meets Pokemon? Not really. No, but the cyberpunk vampire one is the one I would do if I had realistically, if my fundraiser was uber successful or something, like, Indiegogo or something. I think it's very easy. It's very simple. I have the whole story in my head all mapped out. And I don't think that genre has really been done to death. I can't even think of really a cyberpunk vampire story, to be honest, that people would be like, oh, you're copying this or you're copying that. Now, Chainsaw Man sadly stole a fuck ton of my ideas. I didn't know about Chainsaw Man until like a couple months ago, but there's a character in my comic that it can manipulate blood in the very similar way to the character in Chainsaw Man. I thought of that idea like 4 or 5 years ago. And it's not even really an original idea, but like, and then also a couple other things from Chainsaw. So my comic would be very similar to Chainsaw Man and a little bit of but more of a cyberpunk horror story. There's a cam leak of Avatar 2. Why would I watch a cam leak of a movie that was filmed with IMAX cameras? That is the dumbest thing. I don't know. I would never do that. You're not doing you're gonna, unless you just want to know what the story is like, but you can't rationalize your thoughts and like your opinions about a quality of a movie if you watch a cam leak. I've never understood that. I that's maybe like a pet peeve of mine. I don't like it when people pirate, like I pirate whatever. I'm talking about like, you know, shitty phone recordings in a theater like that. Why would anybody watch a movie like that? I don't get it. It's basically the project he did when he failed to make Dune. Huh. Oh, Jodorowsky. Okay. I'm not a enjoyer, a Jodorowsky enjoyer. I don't know much about the guy. I know about his Dune saga and some of his other movies like Holy Mountain. I haven't seen, I don't think any of them. Yeah, it just ruins the experience. Even if you think the movie's going to suck, why would you intentionally make it worse? You know? It's like, at least give it a chance. I don't know. But that's why I don't even pirate movies. I don't watch movies unless, maybe I'm weird and dumb, but I either stream movies if they have a 4K stream. That's why I subscribe to Netflix and Amazon and all this other stuff. I just don't like, it's just hard. A lot of the times it's hard to find a 4K, you know, quality with, you know, 7.1 surround sound torrent of a movie, especially like Dune. I'm not going to watch Dune without Dolby Atmos surround sound. Like, why would I ever do that? Half the experience is it being immersed in like a movie theater experience with some of this stuff. And half the time when I'm like arguing with people, like I'm wondering in the back of my head, like if they don't like, you know, if I'm in a conversation about movies with people, I'm always wondering, did this person watch the movie on their phone? And like, that's why we don't have this, like we're seeing different things, and we're like, you never know, you know, some, you know, I don't think it's a fair comparison. It's hard to tell. Good stream. Got to go. Hey, thanks for staying, guys. Yeah, I'm going to wrap this up. Thanks, guys. Stick around. Flashcast on Saturday. I'm probably going to be on for a bit. And then next week, probably Wednesday instead of Thursday. I'll probably do Wednesday stream at 8 p.m. Probably. Oh, no. If I see Avatar, I might do an Avatar stream this weekend. Maybe keep a lookout for that. Yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for staying, Scootran. Yeah, what else? It's pretty much it. I'm gonna go watch that. I'm gonna go maybe play something, or maybe watch Pinocchio. Thank you, Disco Cobra. My personal $10 donation. Thank you. My personal favorite sci-fi action movie would have to be, I can't pull this up. Why? It's not letting me. He says my personal favorite sci-fi action movie would be The Matrix #1. Aliens #2. And then Alien. Oh, he likes the first one as well. And then They Live. That wasn't what They Live wasn't even on here. Wow. Yeah. Whatever. I love They Live. I love it. Oh, Nick's having a birthday stream tonight. Happy birthday, Nick. Nick Ricada. Guys, that guy's got some screws loose in his head. I'm kidding. I love Nick. He's a very cool guy. I just make fun of him because it's fun. All right, well, that was exciting. I'll try to save this so I remember which. By the way, Letterboxd is I did a stream the other day about if you want to do something like this, but if you want it permanent and a social networking kind of aspect to this whole kind of ranking thing, download Letterboxd. It's really cool. It's really cool. It has let me see if I can pull it up. It has all of every movie ever made. You know, here's all the movies I've ever rated, right? So let me find one. Old, M. Night Shyamalan. I gave it 3 stars. You can see right here. I actually kind of like this movie. It's goofy. It's not bad. But you know, you can follow people. I had some people follow me the other day when I talked about it on the stream. But then you can like go to the home page and like, you know, there's like a Twitter feed almost kind of thing happening. You can follow other people. Like, let's see Bullet Train. Bullet Train has an average rating on this website of 3.6. I'm down here. I'm down here with the 7%. No, I'm down here with the 4%. 4%. Didn't like this movie. I didn't like this movie. Oh wait, you can't see what I'm pointing at. Over here. I didn't like this movie at all, man. I predicted a million things. The bulletproof vest gimmick instantly knew exactly how it was going to end, and I called it 30 minutes before it happened. The lady in the big suit, it's just like, okay, this is obvious. Everything about the entire plot of the movie was so predictable. The ending was so dumb. Oh my God, the ending was so stupid. And like, you know, the fact that they survived, or like, it's so unrealistic, guys. It's so, and I know it's supposed to be goofy and funny, but to me, the comedy wasn't even funny. The gimmicks that they did, of like, you know, Pitt and the other guy, like the falling asleep gimmick, it's like, why is that funny? I don't get it, man. The dumb humor of like, dude, I don't know. Every 3 seconds in this movie, there's a joke. It's Marvel on steroids. There's just a witty joke that's actually not that funny, but if you cram 700 of them into one movie, maybe like you're hoping some of them land. This is not my kind of movie, guys. This is not my kind of movie. I think Guy Ritchie makes better films, and they're you know, very similar movies like Snatch, Locked, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels, Rock and Rolla. Lucky Number 11 is an interesting kind of quirky, weird comedy / action movie that I think actually has a better movie. No, man, this story of this movie is just not interesting at all. Like compared to like Kill Bill or something, like it's not even. How are people rating it? How are people giving this movie 5 stars? Oh, fuck me. Fuck me. Brad Pitt is overacting in this like great. Like this is his worst performance, I think. And if you see him in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, he does have a comedic performance, but this is not even, it's Brad Pitt reading the lines of somebody who thinks they're really clever and they're writing a screenplay and they're like, oh, it'd be funny if Brad Pitt said this. There's no improv. There's no acting to be found in this movie. Everybody is speed running their dialogue the entire movie. Like I said, every 3 seconds it's a joke. And like, the girl sucks. She's a terrible actress. This guy was really good. The black guy and the other guy, Taylor Johnson or whatever, his friend, they're good actors. But their dialogue is like pompous British humor that doesn't, I don't like it. And the whole thing that happens to them is just ridiculous. The faux like lazy Japanese aesthetic that they plaster on this movie is just very lazy. It's very gimmicky. It's very an imitation of like every other movie that's ever had Japanese aesthetic themes in their movie. What else? Michael Shannon's Russian accent is horrendous. I can't do it, guys. I'm sorry. I'm ranting at this point. Anyway, by the way, Rachel. Look at Rachel, Blade Runner. Excuse me. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate all you guys. But stick around. I'm going to do more of these. Thanks for subbing and following. And I noticed the comments stopped after I started talking about Bullet Train, but I guess maybe you guys haven't seen it. Or you hate me because I don't like it. But anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good weekend. I'll let you know how Avatar 2 is. And I think some people in the community are actually watching it today. So maybe some people, maybe other people you like have already seen it. But yep. Oh, yep. Thanks, Robert. Thanks, Gearmaster. Appreciate it. Thanks, Base. I know I gotta go watch Dread now. You're right. I do. I know what I'm gonna do is watch. I'm gonna wait until the new one. They're making a second one. I'm gonna watch them back to back. I'll watch this one and then go see the other one in the theater. Yeah.